Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Broken Earth. I am your host, Warren. These are my not so wonderful players because they're picking on me tonight, and we're gonna get down to it.
We do that every night. He's just sensitive
Yeah,
today.
but they're being particularly honorary tonight.
It's nothing.
But
I said it's not that hard to pick on you. You make it easy.
I know,
Facts.
I hate my life. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start this off with the Dice of Destiny and see what happened last session. We'll just do that. Brandon, what happened last session? Or Inti, I should say. What happened last session?
He got waterboarded with a health potion.
I was about to say, y'all gonna be real disappointed with what I gotta say. You might want to move that on to the next. I have no clue.
Nope, no one can pass it up anymore.
Okay, hold on, time out. Fair point. He was high.
Oh, that is a very fair point. He was doped up on some stuff because he went to the dentist.
Yeah.
I was like, who, me?
No, not you. You, Brandon.
Who, you? On which occasion? I don't know, all of them? So that is going to be actually Austin playing Morgrim. So Morgrim, what happened last session?
We went out. We gathered up some poison oak. We went into the enemy's camp, poisoned their water, and Marty and NT made a big boom, essentially.
It was a little hairy there for a second.
Yeah, just a wee bit. All right, so
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's, his drug fever dream is starting to come back to him. Isn't that right, Brandon? Anyway,
I legitimately thought I dreamed with the drugs, so I mean that's fairly accurate.
Anyway, so we're gonna pick this up with the day after you guys ended up sabotaging the enemy's water supply and destroying their siege equipment. So it is that very next morning. We're going to say that Marty wakes up first. Marty, what are you doing?
I'm eating.
You're eating, huh?
Just going to town on whatever grub is in front of me.
All right, so
the nice laundry lady across the street is very mortified at the fact that I'm inhaling the speed of sound.
So Marty wakes up, shakes the sleep from his eyes, and immediately goes down to the canteen and just begins devouring food. Morgrim, what do you do upon waking up?
I feel like I too will eat.
Everyone had a long night the night prior, I guess, and everyone wants food. What about you there, Ket?
I'm a little confused because we ended last session with all the loud noises that we woke up to.
I know. This is the day before that.
Okay. I got time lapse. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I missed it. Okay. Cool. So, we wake up and I am, I don't know, I'm gonna go stretch, do some fucking yoga out in the middle of the courtyard.
All right, so we have Ket being a hippie out in the courtyard, and last but not least, Inti, what are you doing? I can see Mike smiling and laughing over there. Inti, what's up?
I go down to the canteen and I grab the barest amount of food, walk back up to my bed, eat like half of it, and pass back out.
Inti had a long night.
He had a very long night.
There is a definite waft of moonshine and whiskey following him throughout the canteen as well.
Yes, I would imagine. So Morgrim and if you would please, Ket, go ahead and mute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Morgrim and Marty, you guys went down and ate together at the canteen. Is there anything you guys would like to converse about?
How did your side of the mission go?
I mean, it worked. We poisoned all their water buffalo. So that's good.
Yeah. Our side went. I'm just gonna lean back real fast and just tap my thumbs together. Okay. I mean, we live, but I remember giving you guys the flare gun and then us needing it. Wasn't my smartest maneuver.
That did happen.
Wasn't the smartest maneuver I've ever done.
Definitely wasn't the dumbest, though.
I've had dumber plans. This one was actually pretty well thought out.
Because NT thought it out. That was NT's plan.
This is
No,
true.
like the other pieces, not that part of the plan.
Anyway, so you guys are talking about your conquests. So, Ket, where are you doing your yoga?
Dang it.
I want to. Nice. Morgan's like, I heard that all the way from the other side of the kitchen.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I flipped up my mic thinking it would mute, and then I saw the green box around my screen light up.
Cue the oh no TikTok meme. Anyway, continue, Ket.
I want to find like a grassy area, if there is such a thing in this area. Is there grass?
There's grass outside the walls.
There's no grass inside. There's not like a little knoll or something.
No, this is meant to be a fortification, my guy.
Only plant
Okay,
life inside
so-
here is tobacco in your pockets.
I don't know. Like, not completely out, just in the middle of everything, but not necessarily like trying to be discreet. Just like out wherever my bunks are or whatever. Right outside of that.
Well, that would lead you out onto the walls. But there,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah, on top of the
Doing Tai Chi with a short sword on the tops of the walls, on the fucking ramparts, early in the morning, getting my zen on.
All right, go.
Sniper check.
Sniper check. Oh my god, no. So yes, you are doing your yoga and whatnot. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I wasn't ready to roll dice this early. Said perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's 14.
You do see. I'm trying to explain this without giving it away. You see a thin, like a rather large dust cloud, kind of coming to a funneled point out on the horizon. Have you ever seen it?
Dust cloud on the line. Like basically like the dirt trails of a vehicle heading in that direction.
One could say, and it appears to be heading in your direction.
Yeah. So, yeah, that cuts my Tai Chi short. I'm gonna go to wherever the person is monitoring radios.
Yeah, you go into the command tent or the command post. You see a couple of people. They
Yeah.
appear to be waking up. They're having some breakfast, some coffee. And you see them begin to put on earphones as they're doing so, and they have a mic. Although you can see that little red light on there is obviously not actuated because to chew in someone's ear would be rather rude. No, it's not working.
My mic is muted.
Yeah, no, it's muted. I'm just saying it is rather rude to do that. But yes, they are they are eating their food and getting ready to monitor radios pretty much.
Next time I'm not muting
Cool.
my mic when I
So,
indulge.
I will walk in, kind of, announce myself. Hey guys, listen. Are we expecting any company?
They all just kind of look at each other. We can hold on a second, and you see one of them. He kind of clears his mouth, clears his throat, and he begins doing checks on the radio. And hearing like, are there any vehicles, friendly vehicles in the vicinity of Fort Stewart nearby? And then you see him kind of putting his fingers to his headphones. No, apparently not. Why? What did you see out there?
I saw a telltale dust trail. That rhymed.
Yeah, your opponent didn't even know it.
And it honestly looked like vehicle dirt trails heading in this direction.
Yeah, no one's saying anything. Although the Kansas tribe where you guys are from, you're with Chief Chris, right?
Yes.
You guys went dark last night.
We were handling business.
No, I mean Chief Chris's group went dark last night.
Oh, I thought you meant like we went dark last night.
They knew what we were doing.
Really?
They were a part of it.
Oh yeah. You didn't think that was worthy of note, maybe? Or maybe you did and I just didn't hear about it?
Well, you guys went out on a mission, and whenever you came back, obviously some of you guys had seen combat, and we wanted to give you a little bit of peace, but there was supposed to be a runner that was supposed to see you guys this morning. I don't know if they met you or anything, but
Huh.
with that, we're gonna move on to Inti.
Yeah.
Inti, you go and lay your head down in a pillow. Bottle of not a bottle, but a jar of moonshine closed, and you're kind of snuggled up to it. You're about to fall back asleep when you feel a pat on your shoulder, rather gruff pat.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Kind of groggily, just.
Sir, I have news that's rather important. You need to hear it.
Fucking fake.
I was told to tell you. I was told to tell you this morning that last night Chief Chris's group went dark.
And he kind of just stopped for a second. His eyes are still closed, and he just unscrews the jar, takes a long swig, and just say that one more time.
Chief Chris, your tribe that you came from.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't check in last night. They've gone dark. They've missed the past 5 windows that they were supposed to check in.
I didn't catch that.
They've missed the past 5 windows that they were supposed to check in.
All right, Inti's gonna open up his eyes and kind of shove the guy back. Like, find everybody else, or find anybody that ain't in the mess hall. I'm gonna go down there. Hurry!
I was about
And Inti just gonna like grab all this shit and like be resting on as he's on the way out the door, and immediately head down to the cantina.
Morgrim and Marty, as you guys are seated, eating, discussing the previous mission amongst each other, this rather gruff-looking brave comes up to you guys and he kind of clicks his heels a little bit, although he still appears to be a little informal. I was sent by Intantawa that to tell you guys that last night Chief Chris's group went dark. They've missed the past 5 windows that they were supposed to check in.
How often are these windows?
About every 2 hours.
Well, that negates the ability for them to be in a dead zone. They wouldn't be in a dead zone for 10 hours. Excuse me. I'm going to look at Morgan and just be like, time to go to work. I'm going to stand up and I'm just going to start going for wherever the leader of this place is.
So you're going to go out to the command post?
I will go with him.
Okay. So, NT, as you were heading down to the mess hall, you were seeing that 2 of your other 3 companions are heading up to the command post.
I am falling by him. Hey, y'all hear the news about Commander Chris, or Chief Chris?
Just now, yeah. We're we're on the way to talk to the chief here.
Awesome. Where y'all seen Ket?
No, not yet. We'll tag him on the way.
All right.
It actually appears that as you walk into the command post, there appears to be Ket, and I would imagine that Ket is kind of pacing back and forth with a worried look on his face.
Well, that solves that issue.
Oh, I don't want to assume anything with Ket. I was just seeing if that was correct.
Sorry, I was fighting with my phone trying to unmute. Yeah, I just kind of, I'm sure they're like on the radios trying to figure out who this mystery person is that's coming up or whatever, and I'm just kind of a little worried about what I just heard and about what I just saw. And I see the door open and my head snaps up, and the guys come walking in, and I'm just like, "Morning, fellas. You guys heard the news?"
If you're talking about our our clan, yes, we just heard.
Yeah. They said that a runner was supposed to be on their way. I'm glad they found you guys. And I'm glad you guys are here because I was
losing
up
my shit.
doing. Yeah, I'm a little stressed right now because on top of everything, I was just up on the ramparts and I saw what looks like apparently not friendly vehicles heading in this direction.
Marty is going to look very puzzled for a second. He's going to go back to the command post door, open the door, stick his head out, pull his head back in, shut the door, think, is there a calendar or a clock anywhere?
I'm assuming you're doing this for comedic effect?
Yes.
There appears to be a clock in this room, yes.
Walk over to the clock, look at it real fast, turn back to Ket and be like, well, it ain't Santa. So I guess we got unfriendlies. Time to go to work.
Is at this point the dwarvish chieftain walks in from upstairs on the command post. He comes down and yes, okay. So what's the situation with Chris's group? The guy that you had been talking to, Ket. He says still haven't heard anything from them, and they've missed the past 5 windows. Well, son of a bitch. So what was this I just overheard about Santa not coming? What the fuck is even a Santa?
Just gonna look down at the chief. He's like, "Oh, you poor sad little man." And I'm gonna open the door back up and point out towards the main gate and be like, "It appears there's somebody coming."
Yeah. If you guys, as you open up the door, Marty, you see that trail is heading in the direction of the enemy camp just outside.
Well, that's not bueno.
There are looking glasses outside if you guys care to.
I'm gonna go find a looking glass and get up on the walls and just kind of go. And then because I held it backwards, I'm gonna flip it around.
You're holding it
And
backwards.
he'll do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it backwards for a second and then be like, "Oh wait, there we go."
Go ahead and give me a perception check at advantage.
Oh, because I flipped it back around the right way. Okay. Cool.
No, it's because you're using the looking glass.
Well, the first one's a nat 20, so we're just gonna go with that.
All right.
I will prove it right now. I have not touched it.
No, it's fine. I believe you. So you are looking through the looking glass, and you see 5 trucks approaching the enemy line, and the enemy appears to be greeting these vehicles. In the back of one of these vehicles, you see troops. All of them looking like Brandon. And then at the head of these vehicles is like a it appears to be like something akin to like maybe a 2500 HD truck that's just up armored. You see someone step out, and this is no mistaking Brandon.
Am I standing near the artillery guys right now? Like up on the wall, there's probably mortar teams like spaced down the wall or something like that.
No, there are no artillery teams on the wall. The mortar piece is behind the walls. But you already know from previous dealings with artillery that this is way out of range for the mortars.
I was just gonna fire for effect, Warren. Can I like shoot that far? Not that I can hit that far, but just shoot that far.
No.
Oh, you're no fun. So I'm just going to step back with the looking glass and then just go. They can't see me from here, but it feels good.
So Morgan, you look out the window, like the window going out on the walls to where Marty would be, and you just see Marty holding his middle finger up in the air, up at whoever is out there. But he also has a looking glass in his hands.
Well, I guess I'm gonna make my way up there.
Morgan approaches you, Marty.
I'm just gonna while still holding up my middle finger, I'm just gonna hand him the looking glass and be like, "There's a truck out there. What color was it?" He said it was. I want to say you said it was red. I don't know why I thought it was.
We'll say that it's a rather dark gray, but the insignia of the Chosen Men is emblazoned in red and welded on the truck.
Just gonna hand him the looking glass. Be like, "There's a grayish truck over there. Go ahead and look over there. Tell me what you see."
I'm gonna look. Can I discern about how far away they are?
They are maybe a mile and a half away.
Okay.
But
hurry up, my arm's getting tired.
As you were looking through, you do see Brandon. He's shaking hands with someone at the base. Then he goes up to someone that salutes to him. You see that they're having a conversation, and the person that he is talking to that salutes him appears to be a rather important individual. He's got, like, not necessarily fancy clothing, but he definitely stands out. Possibly an officer of sorts. And then you see Brandon pull from his holster a pistol, puts it up to this man's head, and pulls the trigger. You see the weapon being fired, and then maybe 2 seconds later you hear the crack.
I'm gonna look at Marty and be like, he just killed a dude. I don't even know why. He just straight up shot him in the face.
I can't hear you.
Something tells me Brandon does not tolerate failure very well.
I would be inclined to agree. No, that dude's dead. Dead, and he looked like somebody important.
Well,
Like he
I
dropped
hope
like a bag of rocks. Just.
I hope Brandon's thirsty.
Yeah,
He has a
me
second.
too.
Actually,
This whole camp's gonna have a bad day.
Actually, Morgrim, as you were looking, I would assume that you're still looking down this looking glass as you're talking.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna tell Marty to go ahead and call for a scribe. I want to take notes.
You do see people. They appear to be like scratching up their throat. You see some of them coughing. A couple of them actually throw up. So
The poison worked.
While he's doing that, he's just hearing just screaming about somebody that knows how to read and write. Get up here with a pencil and a paper. I don't care if it's a chisel and a rock. Get up here.
Wow. Stone tablets, huh?
Someone does get fetched and is able to take dictation.
Inky appears.
Inti, you are inside when you hear Marty yell out for someone who knows how to write. Ket, you hear this too. Do you guys want to go outside and investigate?
Yeah, I'll go out and I'll pull out like a pencil and a paper and be like, "Quit fucking yelling! What's going on?"
I still have my middle finger in the air, and I'm just gonna wave at him and just stay standing, just start flying away.
And he's gonna walk up with his middle finger.
What
Right
are we
back
doing
at
this
him.
for?
Like brother.
Uh, go ahead.
So, Inti, you have brought up a pencil and paper, but it appears Morgrim is wanting to take dictation, or wanting you to
Right.
to do dictation, like take his dictation, write things for him.
All right, Brent,
Things.
what am I writing?
All right, so Brandon has entered the theater. He's also just murdered one of his officers, or what I assume is an officer. And also, my poison ivy poison has started to take effect.
He says
Nice.
that with a giggle, and he keeps on blinking down the looking glass.
Inty doesn't even look up from writing, just nice, and just keeps on writing.
Ken, you are hearing all of this.
I'm positively beaming at the fact that all of our hard work paid off with the poisons. But other than that, I'm just laughing at the shenanigans. And I'll ask, why do you think he killed that guy?
Morgan walked away for a second. Marty, you want to go ahead and answer that?
I'm going to assume he does not tolerate failure very well.
Or at all, apparently.
Yeah, well, that's one less we have to kill, I guess.
You actually hear the dwarvish chieftain. He clops up to you guys, and again, this is a rather large dwarf. He kind of weasels his way through. What do you mean, Brandon has entered the theater? Who is this Brandon?
The leader of the guys you've been fighting.
We've been acquainted. He's not very friendly.
At all.
I see. Well, there's not much we can do from back here, and you see him pull out his own looking glass, and he looks. And it appears they brought reinforcements. All right. I'm gonna double the watch tonight. This doesn't appear to be good. Why would the leader of an army actually be here? Why would he not let his lackeys handle this?
I'm assuming it's probably because you have something he wants.
Chieftain.
You see him think for a minute, and then you see his hand go to his plate carrier.
What you got there?
Dude, I know what that is. I'd recommend if we get attacked at all, you stay in a certain room with a gun trained on that, ready to blow it to pieces should anyone open a door.
I'm already way
He
ahead
will
of you.
get that.
We'll double the
I'm
watch
gonna look
tonight.
I'm going to look at Morgan. I'm going to say the keys.
Wait, what? How do you know about those?
Because I'm Marty frickin' Robbins.
Yeah!
That was too easy. I'm sorry.
Fucking CSI Miami.
If I were you, I'd get some explosives around your neck too.
Just going to nod. Yeah.
I don't think it'll come to that. But
Oh,
we're
With
going
a
to
force that large?
You
Let me
will.
let me let me go ahead and hit you up on something there, Commander. I watched that man burn to ash one of the best fighters I've ever seen. I wouldn't leave anything to chance if I were you.
Might be your last chance to regret it.
The chieftain appears to be on the optimistic side though, because he says, well, he's got to get through the fucking gates first. And he walks off the battlements, going back to his command post. Over the course of the
Gonna look
day,
at-
over the course of the day, you see he's more than double the watch.
I would like to retcon something real quick.
Go ahead.
I was gonna look at Marty as he left and be like, "That's a dead man walking."
But he does have a point.
Like
You had to
said.
get to the gates first.
It's Brandon. I'm pretty sure he's got a way to get through the gates.
Facts.
That's right.
True. Be
Subconscious
that as it
force
may, you cannot deny that he is correct.
Correct as he may be, we watched him burn Chandler to a crisp. Tortured three of our family members. Three.
He
Yep,
didn't
three.
torture them though.
He ordered it.
He
Or,
ordered it.
well,
He
yeah.
decided.
And out of the blue, he shows up here when his other chance to get some of the Oasis keys failed. We are surrounded. There's only one way up and down here. And knowing Brandon, he's got a trick up his sleeve that we're not going to like.
Nope. That's to say he doesn't already have somebody inside.
Can I still see the chieftain walking away?
By this point, no, he's gone to his command post.
What do you say we try to convince the chieftain to sandbag the backside of that gate? Might deflect some of the blast a little more.
Maybe, but it'll only slow him down. Not enough for us to really get anything done.
I don't like this.
I think we should do a muster.
If it can hold a gun, it better be able to shoot a gun.
No, I think we should muster to make sure we know who everybody is.
Not a
You
bad
do it.
idea.
I'll follow your lead at this point.
Is there like a mass notification system at this fort?
Screaming.
Screaming, yeah. Yeah, other than just screaming at people, not really. There doesn't appear to be any electricity here, other than what little bit is there for the radios.
Can I summon runners?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm going to summon enough runners to go to each unit and call for a general muster.
The runners advise you that it would probably be best if it was done after breakfast.
That's fine. But as soon as breakfast is over, I want every fight we have mustard.
And they
Mustard.
mustard. Anyway, uh, they take their orders, and within the hour, you do see formations being formed outside. Well, in the courtyard area, or the main motor pool, I should say. Yeah.
I'll turn to my counterparts. We all need to go to each and every one of the unit leaders, and we need to make sure they have an accurate head count and they know exactly who their people are.
Is this Warren? Is this like an army formation where the commander of the unit is standing out in front, or are they just kind of like grouped together in their companies or platoons, and they're all just like smoking, joking, having a good
It
time?
is not that organized, but it is they're all kind of grouped together, and their commander appears to be up front, apparently waiting to take orders.
Alrighty, Morgan. Let's go down the road or down the row. Start with this one right here.
So we'll make our way to the first commander and start questioning, making sure he knows if all of his men are present, if he knows all of them, knows where they've been.
Well, I mean, all these guys we've rescued from the wasteland, but I mean, I assure you, all of my guys are braves. They've gone through the trials of becoming a brave, been through the ceremonies and whatnot.
Who is the most recent find?
Well, we don't have any prospects. The most recent find was found maybe. I don't know how long ago did we find you, Joseph? I don't know, like maybe 3 years ago.
He's probably clean.
Most likely. And I guess we'll just make our way down through the formation, asking each commander we come to the same questions. And seeing if there's any discrepancies or newbies. Like anyone within the past 6 months or so.
Well, that would be a prospect. Every single combatant here is a brave. That's another thing that you noticed is there's no women or children here. It's all fighting age males that have gone through the trials of the braves. The chieftain, from what you hear, the chieftain does not appear to bring any of his support personnel, like Kylie or people of that nature. His support personnel are all braves that have been trained to, do quartermaster work and things of that nature.
Well, if that's the case, then at that point, I'm gonna, after we've questioned all of the unit leaders, I'll make my way to the head of this gathering and call everybody's attention.
Sorry about that. So, yeah, you. Jesus fucking Christ, Discord. Thank you, Discord. Yeah, my space engineers people are trying to call me, and it like blipped like 3 fucking times. Anyway, so yeah, they don't like immediately go to attention, but you have their attention.
All of you listen up. The enemy's been reinforced, and their leader is now among them. Their leader is an extremely powerful person. I don't know the extent of his power, but if he gets his hands on you, you're dead. So, I'm pretty positive they're going to try and force their way through these doors, most likely within the next 24 to 48 hours. If I had to guess, they're not going to waste time and they're not going to wait around. They're not going to try and siege this place. They're going to try and come in, kill everybody, and take what they want. You all need to prepare yourselves for anything they've got. We've already the guard has already been doubled. You're in for a few sleepless nights at best. If you see anything suspicious, and I mean anything, anybody where they're not supposed to be, anybody at the gates that aren't supposed to be there, you need to let somebody know immediately. There is no room for error. If we have one misstep, we all die.
Well, that's just a cheery thing to tell people to raise their morale for a big old fight. You look at the demeanor of the people in front of you, and they're all just kind of looking at each other like, what the fuck?
But I'm going to follow it up. So, see, I'm going to just kind of beat my chest a little bit. We fought them once and we held them back. We fight with honor, we fight with ferocity, and we fight with valor. I don't care what hell comes through those gates or over those walls. You beat it back with the fury of 1,000 suns, and you make them regret the day that they decided to attack the crows.
Because my cable's already been
Give me a
picked.
persuasion check.
Sorry.
And just for the record, if anybody wants to join in and start beating on something, please join in. Help me out here.
Come in and start beating on his armor. And, like, start chanting,
Persuasion. I mean, it's a nat 20, but plus 2, so 22.
I'm gonna walk
Does
over to
that
where
work?
I'm gonna walk over to where Marty's beating on Morgan. I'm just smack him upside the head.
Don't do that. Be serious here.
I'm gonna be singing Tenacious D.
Give me a Spartan how.
You actually get more than that.
Oh, hell yeah.
At first, whenever you say your speech, it's all quiet. And then you hear one of them say in Sioux, something to the effect of, if they get in here, they're getting shot in the fucking face, and they begin just shooting their weapons in the air.
So I'm just going to holler out, glory or death.
Marty's just gonna stand there, kind of just scratching his head. Like, he's got his hat off. He's just kind of scratching his head. He's like, "That's a waste of ammo."
For the record, I have a +3 to my charisma, so
I was
that's
gonna
kind of
holler
my
out,
thing.
"Aren't we on an ammo ration here?"
But as to that, now, as you were seeing the walls being manned, honestly, they're being manned like 3 times more than usual. People are vigilant, and you're seeing a lot of the sharpshooters. I mean, yes, granted, they're resting their eyes so that way they're not straining their eyes to where they can't make their shots. And whenever they're taking a break, you see them. They're having like cups of coffee and smoking and joking, but they are being rather vigilant. They never take their eyes off the field.
Good.
But yeah, what do you guys do throughout the day? Because you know what's about to come up.
Oh, I'm going to man the ramparts too. I'm going to stand front and center right over the gates.
I'm next to Morgan, but I'm sitting on the wall with my feet hanging over, just kind of swinging them back and forth.
Child.
Cradling your gun in your arms, just.
So you know the scene where the I don't know if you can call them that anymore. Fine, we don't care about getting canceled anyways. In Pirates of the Caribbean, where the midget comes up onto the deck and he fires a giant blunderbuss and he gets fired backwards.
Yes.
That's gonna be me with the shotgun. It's like, oh hey, there's somebody there. Bah!
Flip off into the fucking rampart. Like, oh shit.
No, I'm holding my M1 Grand. No, Grand? M1A? Grand.
It's pretty much, it's like a very souped up futuristic version of an M1 Grand. It loads the same, cycles the same, but it's
M1 Grand or M1A? It's an M1 Grand. Never mind. We're good.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah, just cradling that. Just do.
don't correct me. Anyway,
I was correcting myself. I was going back and forth like an idiot. My last brain was like a raccoon in a trash can.
But for the entirety of your watch during the day, there is nothing really going on. You definitely see that the enemy is doing something, but the enemy is also better at concealing what they are doing this time, rather than just doing it out in the middle of the open where Inti can see. But you can obviously see some form of preparation going on in the enemy
I feel like we're in a Helm's Deep situation right now.
camp.
I don't like it.
But yeah, night falls. You guys have had your lunch and supper.
I'm going to order several of the sharpshooters. By chance, do we have bows and arrows at all?
Mm.
Damn. Do we have torches?
Yeah, you have torches to light up the area.
Do we have torches in abundance?
Fair abundance.
Cool. I'm going to order some of the torches be thrown out into the field so that we have a little bit further field of vision.
So you want them to light torches and chunk them out?
Yes,
Okay. They throw them out as far as they can.
that's fine. Even if it's only 20 or 30 yards, that's 20 or 30 yards more vision than we had before because not everybody has dark vision.
Yeah, it appears to be a lot of dwarves and humans in this. Dwarves, I believe, have dark vision, but I know for a fact humans don't.
Yeah, and I think I'm the only one in the party that has 60-footed dark vision. Or no, maybe Brandon does.
Inti, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I do too. Yeah.
But yeah, nighttime rolls around. When are you guys gonna go to sleep? Because exhaustion is a thing.
I only need a short rest, but I would like to actually go visit the armor or the quartermaster. I would like to switch out my pistola for a rifle, or purchase a rifle. Actually,
Does he say that?
Either way, your spells would work the same. Either way.
no, I know they would.
Does he say that's where he's going?
I mean, do you?
Yeah.
He does.
I'm
Or
gonna
actually,
I'm gonna
I don't
unsling my
wanna-
shotgun and just toss it to him.
Oh, that works. But I still would like to go see the quartermaster. Do we have any wizards with the Braves, or among the Braves?
Only wizard you got is a wizard sharpshooter.
Not very many.
Any of them
And
conjuration
even-
wizards?
And even then, like they it's something akin to a ranger. People who use like practical magic. Most of the time, they're using guns.
That's fine. Anybody that can conjure items?
I now have a new joke that's gonna get
No.
beat to snot. It's gonna be
Damn.
great. It's gonna be a good
Do we
day.
have anybody that's is there anybody like an apothecary with the troops that would be proficient in any kind of medicines or anything?
You can see what the quartermaster has. The only thing that he doesn't just sell guns; he sells other stuff as well.
I'd like to go to the quartermaster then, and I have a special request to see if he can find or procure quickly
Well, what would that thing be?
purple worm poison.
He don't have potions. He has he don't have poisons. He has health potions. He has what's another couple of potions that we can throw at you guys just to spruce some stuff up.
Oh yeah, I need to get more potions.
While you're
I think
I think I'm
doing
running
that,
low.
I'm going to just go ahead and tell him. I would like some health potions, but if you survive, can you try to procure me some purple worm poison?
Fucking leave me alone, Discord. Jesus Christ. Stop. Fuck, man. I mean, don't stop Discord because we're using Discord, but the people who are trying to get a hold of me, please stop.
Or
Don't worry,
stop.
don't worry, Warren. I got this.
Not
Just make yourself appear offline. That's what Kobe does.
Might be able to give you a magic.
Well, definitely don't do it if that's what he does.
Well, it helps because one of the channels he's in continuously tries to call him. So when he's not in the mood to deal with them, he just kind of makes himself invisible.
Are they calling you specifically, or are they just calling like a group chat type thing and it's ringing for you?
Group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, then why am I not getting the notifications? I don't have that muted. Do I?
Maybe.
I do have it muted. But if they were still calling everybody, it would still call me, I think. I just don't need the dings while I'm playing Tarkov and in the middle of a gunfight. That's distracting.
He pulls out 2 blue potions that appear to be bubbling and steaming as if they were boiling. But whenever he places them in your hands, they are cool to the touch.
And what exactly is this?
Well, these bad boys, they'll for one, they'll put some hair on your chest. But for 2, I mean, so some of our we call them berserkers. They fight a little bit better when they drink this stuff. They
How
don't come
much?
cheap though.
No, I have an abundance of gold. How much?
How much is a rare item?
3 copper.
No, absolutely not.
I tried.
They actually give you 100 gold to take it off their hands, less than the risk of getting robbed.
Wow.
It's like the book of Eli where you cat oil for your lips. You want some of that.
Cat oil.
I mean, that book, that movie's so good.
Well, typically they go for about at least $3,000.
Ooh.
Even I don't have much, and I hoard my gold.
But considering how much we're probably going to die, and I ain't going to be making no profit off this anyway, we'll do 300 each. Trust me, you're going to need them.
How much do I have?
Does Morgan know Marty hoards his gold?
I hoard mine too. I don't spend it on nothing.
If you need a loan, got you.
Got like
Only 50% interest. Be okay.
I'll pass, but I'll take 2 medium health potions.
That's that Fort Hood interest rate.
Right? Shit.
All right. Well, those are 100 gold each.
All right. I give him 200 gold.
Marty, you're there, and you see him grab these potions back from Morgan. They appear to be boiling in the potion, but I mean, it doesn't appear to be hot because he's obviously not hot potatoing the thing.
Morgan, did you buy them? I didn't even hear what they were really. Couldn't really hear Warren. I'm gonna have to turn him up.
All I did was just describe them. I did not say what exactly they were.
Hey, what is that again?
It's a little something that the berserkers, a couple of our strongest fighters, they drink them. It helps them in a fight.
How long does it last?
Yeah, it lasts for a fight. Actually, it lasts for a pretty long fight.
what the heck? I'll grab one. And and when he hands it to me, and after I hand over most of my gold,
it feels cool to the touch.
I think I'm gonna nickname this "Hold the Line." No.
Just like grab a Sharpie and like from behind your ear that just materializes and hold the line, and then just throw it.
Not even back in the backpack. Just
yeah. So, you are now in possession of 1 potion of heroism.
Well, I didn't give Morgan my bayonet, so that's what that's for.
I'm going to leave you to look it up.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
It is page 188 in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Dungeon Master. I don't know if I have all the pages for a Dungeon Master's Guide, but I will definitely check.
Mike knows what that is because we just bought one in the other campaign.
What is it?
Potion of heroism.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I forgot about
yeah.
that thing.
I only have 32
Um,
pages, Warren. You're gonna.
I can find it out for you if you'd like.
I'm gonna Google it real fast.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, it is nighttime. It honestly is about bedtime for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay.
What about you, Ket? I didn't give you time to shop or anything like that.
I don't really need anything. I think I have everything I need, honestly. I also don't think I have any money, so there's that.
Fair point. Inti. Is there anything that you would like to
Inti's
get done?
Inti's just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna stay out here and keep watch with the first guard.
Okay, so Inti's
Sleep
staying
that
out.
long.
So actually, this would be about Inti's watch, and this is where shit's about to get hairy.
Yay.
Ah.
So Inti, you
Crank that soldier boy.
fuck off.
Yeet. Oh my
So
god.
you are. Well, where exactly are you posted up?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
No shit, where?
I don't know, on the around the gate,
Around the gate. Okay.
keeping an eye out for that.
So an hour goes by. The torches burn out.
I want to make or Inti does want to make a specific effort that one of the torches, like on the wall around him, does stay lit.
I'm talking about the torches that were that Morgram had thrown out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Don't care about those.
The torches burn out. Everything is silent. You can see a couple you can see a couple of cook fires out in the enemy camp, but they are it's definitely not as much as you were used to seeing. It is honestly to a point where you can see the stars.
Okay. I will say, keep in mind I do have dark vision.
Well, yes, I understand that.
Okay.
Dark vision only works in certain situations in certain ways. But you look up at the sky. The sky is vibrant, at least as far as the stars are concerned, because it is a new moon. You can see the Milky Way just plastered across the sky. Every so often, you can see some shooting stars. You're looking about you on the field of battle, and you don't see anything for about a couple of hours.
I just had a flashback of being on guard duty at night in the army when you get the MVGs and you just look up and you look at all the cool stars instead of looking at what you're supposed to be looking at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's great.
Gun decking, got it.
The best sleep I ever got was on the back of a 240.
Yep. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so it is sheer quiet. Honestly, it's quite peaceful. There aren't even any cicadas. Jesus Christ, Mike, stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fucking
I'm
cringe.
sinking down into a 104-degree hot tub. It's very warm.
Oh,
So before my train of thought was broken,
My bad.
you're welcome.
so it's honestly quiet. There's no cicadas. There's no crickets. There's nothing. It's just a rather peaceful night.
But having no cicadas or crickets is concerning.
I was about to say that's more worrying than anything else you have said this campaign.
So,
They should be loud enough to cause tinnitus at this point.
yes, exactly. So are you on edge whenever you don't hear anything?
Abso-motherfucking-lutely.
So you are on edge. You were tense. You were kind of looking around, honestly, seeming quite paranoid.
Yeah,
Much
I'm
like
on
everyone on the wall is, mind you. And then you see something down on the road beneath you, just outside of your vision.
Shoot at it.
You see
Shoot
you
at
see
it.
something small, about maybe
Shoot it.
2 foot by 1 foot.
It's a bomb.
Shoot at it.
It appears to be like 15, 20 feet away from the gate, and it is approaching the gate.
It's the suicide coon. Shoot it.
RCXD?
Hold on. There's one thing I need to check before I shoot it.
Okay.
It's an RCXD. This isn't Call of Duty.
Who said
Stop giggling
RCXD?
more. That's not funny.
150. Where are you? 150?
The suicide coon, though, that was pretty funny. That was a good one. Thank you.
How far away would you say it is from me?
It is, like I said, it's just outside of your dark vision, so it is about 60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet. Okay.
Wait, where is
inside.
it? If he's standing on top of the gate, how is it more than 60 feet away, but 15 to 20 feet from the gate?
It's a good question.
He said he was near the gate, not on top of the gate.
Ah.
Yeah. Specifics.
Semantics.
Okay.
Don't
All
think
right.
too hard, Brandon. You have an aneurysm.
You can say no, but do I have a rough idea about how much it weighs?
No.
By the way it looks? No?
Like I said, it is just inside of your dark vision. I also said that that it's a new moon out, so the only thing that you have to light anything is starlight. And by the rules and mechanics of dark vision, you only see in shades of gray. You can't make out a shadow. You can't make out anything like that. It just appears to be some type of moving box, about 2 foot by 1 foot.
That's a snake.
It's a snake.
I'm
It's a very boxy looking snake.
No, not a snake. I said snake.
Well, hold on a second. Let NT finish. NT.
I'm gonna shoot the piss out of it both times.
You talking about you scared me.
I want to kill it with fire.
Okay, so give me an attack roll.
All right,
You activated his fight or flight response, but he's a flightless bird.
Will I be a majestic ostrich or the fucked up kiwi? We shall see.
More like a emu.
Cassowary.
19 on number 1.
Birds.
19 on the first one? Okay, so you shoot it. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh,
I'm not the only one that's done this.
Dodo bird.
Dex. That is going to be 12.
12. Okay,
Oh, that's a
so
dodo bird. There goes Inti.
Marty,
Yeah.
you wake up in the middle of the night. You need to go to the bathroom. You feel like you have to pee.
I'm gonna go pee.
I just shot Marty.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, first of all, I don't look like a box, and nor am I outside the gate.
So are you
It's
going
hard
out
to
with
know.
your weapon and throwing on your armor real quick and stepping outside?
I'm not stupid. We're about to be under attack. I'm gonna throw that on real fast.
Are you pissing off the wall?
Judging from your smile, I'm gonna say no.
That I'm just funny because it honestly would be funny. Just you stepping out over the wall, just someone goes, "Oh shit, what the hell?"
Oh man, I'm facing the wrong way. Run over
He's
to the other
seen
side. real
me.
fast.
That he gets stabbed in the nuts.
Well, I'm going to direct you a little bit. You step up to the wall and you begin relieving yourself. You look up to the sky. The Milky Way is just there in all of its glory.
Man, look at them stars.
Yeah, you see a shooting star. Just wonderful. It's just such a wonderful bit of space that you live in. And then you notice that there aren't any crickets right as you are done relieving yourself. And as you zip up, you look over, and just within the torchlight behind the walls, you can see NT leveling his weapon. You see him fire. There is a rather large explosion.
Hold it.
Yeah, we all knew this was coming.
But as you go to duck, you look out onto the field, and you were just seeing people crouched down with weapons.
I'm going to. You know what? Nothing's gonna wake him up faster than this. I'm gonna take out my 44 Magnum and just start firing it in the air, screaming we're under attack. Just like if they see it, so the people on the outside of the wall, they're just gonna see muzzle flashes of this dude firing in the air.
No,
just
they don't
screaming.
get to see muzzle flashes. They just see a rather large explosion coming from the gate. That is all you can process. Morgrim.
So
You
I'm
wake
obviously
up
up and
to
at him.
yeah. You wake up to an explosion that rocks you out of your bed.
So
Ket,
I
you do
will.
too.
So now I am running out of my wherever my bed is, hollering at the top of my lungs to arms, hollering at the wall. Throw the torches! Because I want to illuminate as much of the battlefield as possible. I'm going to start yelling at anybody I see to reinforce the gate, and I'm going to make my way to the top of the ramparts.
Okay. So a lot of chaos going on right now. Ket, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hear all of that, and I'm gonna get up and throw all my shit on, and I'm gonna run out there, and I guess take a position on the wall. I'll probably run into Marty, and I'll pal up with him.
So Inti, you rolled a 12.
Yeah.
You were just outside of the blast radius, so you still only you're still going to take damage, but it's not that much. If you were close to this thing, you'd be vaporized. You take 9 points of damage in the ensuing fireball as it throws you off of the wall, which is about 20 feet.
Oh, you did him dirty.
Which you take another 4 points of damage on the fall whenever you land.
Do I see that happen?
You do see a body in the shape of your brother in his armor falling off the wall.
I'm gonna run to NT. We're the knees to chest. We're going.
Am I still conscious?
You feel like you have the wind knocked out of you, but unless you were at 0 hit points, you are still conscious.
Okay. With the explosion, could I see anything? Like any more than behind that? Any guys around us?
You did see before there was wall and then you landing flat on your back. You did see there were some masses of people out in the field.
All right, then Inti's going to yell to arms. And could I tell about how far away
Arms,
some of them?
fuck!
Actually, no. You know what I'm going to do?
Dry
What I'm
heave.
going to do is I'm going to cast Spider Climb on myself as I fell off the walls and just start running back up.
Spider.
He's so mad.
Spider.
He's not even like Spider-Man climbing the wall. He's literally just like
Roadrunner up the side of the wall.
he's mad.
I'm going to mark that down on my. And once I get back up the wall, I want to pop off 2 more shots where I think that one of those groups were.
Are you sure you want to waste a spell slot on that? Because, I mean, there's stairs.
Huh?
Are you sure you want to waste a spell slot on that? Because there are stairs that you can take.
Oh, then no, I'll just take the damn stairs. I thought that I fell on the outside of the goddamn wall.
No, you fell inside the wall. It blew you away, and your back was to the inside of the wall.
Okay, well then, yeah. Obviously, I'll take the stairs, Mr. DM, who said nothing about stairs when he said I fell off the wall.
Yes, you fell off the wall by being blown back. Anyway,
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, Brandon is
Inti's
just not a
dumb.
smart man.
Inti's dumb. Anyway,
I am not a clever man.
Yeah, join the
I
club.
never claimed to be. You're a liar if you claim I am.
Join the
So
club.
as you reach the top of the stairs and you begin to level your gun, you are hearing shouts both inside and outside of the fortress. What the hell is up with the changing light? Anyway,
Being so extra.
it's being very extra. Anyway, so
I like the
as
blue.
you
That's
get
good.
up, you're hearing chaotic shouts both sides. Shots are already ringing out. You hear the unmistakable voice of Morgrim coming out of the barracks saying to arms. And he's talking about throwing torches, do this, do that. He's trying to muster a defense. Ket, you can hear, well, not necessarily hear because you would be able to hear his footsteps because of all the chaos. But if you were to look over, you would see Ket following him, and I would imagine he's pulling a pistol out, ready to fight. But honestly, you don't really have any targets that are in your range quite yet.
Okay, then can I cast Prestidigitation and make like a little ball of light and send that out and see how far it goes?
Considering that is a separate spell, no.
So did I meet Marty on the stairs as he was coming back up? I ran to him.
You mean
Inti.
Inti?
Did I say Marty?
Yes, you did. You're
I'm not a
referring
smart
to
man either.
yourself in third person. Anyway, so whenever you're running towards your brother, you see your brother get up. You hear him groan and curse as he's running back up the stairs, but you're behind him. You're looking at his back as he's running up the stairs.
I'm starting off slow, but as I get going, I'm building up steam.
I would actually, instead of just kind of randomly, instead of going up to the ramparts, I want to stay on the ground and keep directing troops.
Okay. So, Ket, you see Morgan, he actually goes off of the ramparts, and he's, like, directing people to go here, there, and, hither and yon.
I'm just going to transform into just a random person that I see, and I'm going to run up to him like, what do you want me to do?
Can I tell
Obviously,
if it's
you'll be able to recognize me because I'm dressed like me and I have my revolver and everything.
Yeah,
but
this person doesn't wear Ket's usual face, but it's definitely wearing his clothes and has his weapons in his hands.
Take this even the slightest bit serious.
However, do you mean?
As I finish saying that, I'm going to start looking for unit commanders and tell them to keep half the units in reserve, just in case. This is a tactic to get us to lose sleep and not be ready to fight. I want half the units in reserve until we need them.
A couple of commanders volunteer to have their units in reserve, and then there's more commanders who were more than gung ho to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go up the fucking stairs then. Fuck you guys. And people are definitely manning the walls. It's almost as if it's like the Alamo going on right now. As you are issuing those orders, however, you do see a flare from outside of the walls shoot up in the air. Then it explodes, and it ends up being loom.
Loom.
Like So, are you familiar with like a loom round, something that shoots up in the air, explodes, and it just sheds light everywhere?
Oh yeah.
I thought you said blue.
So NT, whenever you see that fire, there is no mistaking. There is a sea of men in front of you, and they are charging the walls.
Then can I just fire 2 shots into the grass and see if I hit somebody?
Well, you're firing your weapon. You weren't necessarily sure if you're killing anybody, but you were definitely firing your weapon.
It happens after an explosion. Traumatic experience.
So Marty, you come up behind Inti, and he's already going to town with his weapon, shooting into the crowd of people that you now see before you.
Well, I'm going to try to shoot somebody, and I would like to use a sharpshooter feat. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to look over at Inti and be like, hey, doesn't feel good, does it?
Shut the fuck up, Rick.
I'm not going to make you guys roll for anything just yet, because technically these guys are out of your range, so you're just shooting in reaction. But everyone is shooting in reaction.
Say hello to my little friend.
Can I call up there and ask what they're seeing?
Yeah, you can.
Yep. So I'm going to call up there and ask Marty what's going on. What do we see?
I'm going to stop shooting because I realize I'm not hitting anything. Look down at Borgrim and be like, you're not going to believe this. I'm going to look back. There's a lot of dudes out there. At least more than 5.
Right. So with that information, I'm going to start ordering. I want anybody with sheet metal out in front as a barrier between the gates and the troops. I want 5 firing lines ready and standing with loaded weapons pointed at the gate.
There is a chorus of gunfire, and you can also now see tracers going both ways. The attack is so underway that your voice is being drowned out.
NT's gonna look back and yell, I think they're gonna knock.
Yeah, at that point, I'm for real. I'm grabbing fucking unit commanders, telling them get their asses in line, fucking firing lines. Nobody gets through that damn gate.
NT, it is now at this point that you see the first people running up that spiral on the hill leading up to the entrance. It is a sea of people, and there is a machine gun that your game master was just nice enough to put it right next to you. But the person on the machine gun, he's just going cyclic on it.
Man's drilling them.
Several men down there are falling. But for every round that enters a man, it appears to be like 2, 3, 4 take their place. It is a massive attack.
All right. Can I see Morgrim?
Morgan would be behind you. I would say probably down at the inner gate, trying to muster people to go up and make firing lines and whatnot.
All right, I'm a holler for him and tell him to make sure there's somebody watching that. Like, make sure somebody's ready to intercept that if they start getting any further. The ramp, or not the rampart, but the little path back there.
Well, there's only one path in, one path out.
Yeah, I've got firing line. I'm gonna yell back. I've got firing lines forming. Tell your men up there to conserve their ammunition. Don't shoot unless they know they can hit that target. We don't need to be running out and having to run back for ammo in the middle of a firefight.
I'm gonna scream down at Morgrim. Get that mortar pointed at the base of the spiral. There's a choke point there. They can only come up so many at a time. We'll catch them off guard there, and just have them just repeat fire.
I'm going to yell up to him. I need coordinates, and I'm going to grab the closest guy that I can. yank him over here and tell him, get that fucking mortar up and running now, and throw him towards the mortar pit.
He hits the ground, but he hits the ground on all fours, picks himself up, and he just starts running towards the mortar pit.
Can I figure out what the mortar crews need to get to aim for that spot that I indicated?
Honestly, with your tactical knowledge, they would have had everything pre-sighted already.
Cool.
So once that runner gets to the mortar pit, if you guys were to look behind you, you would see the mortar team is, mobilizing. You see them moving the mortar, sighting everything, making calculations and dials and whatnot. And then you see them take a rather large mortar. It takes two people hence the reason why, this is a fixed position type mortar. It takes two people to load a round in, but they drop it in, duck. A large boom happens behind you guys, and this round sails up in the air, then back down. And at the base, you said at the base of the path.
Yeah, base of the spiral, because I'm assuming it's like 4 or 5 people wide, enough for a vehicle, but not too big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably couldn't get a land ship up there. But you probably get like
land ships can make up this path. You have land ships in there with you.
Oh, so it's like 20 people wide. Cool.
But this place just that one specific point is just being unloaded on. And as fast as the mortar guys can load and fire is as fast as there are rounds going into that area.
Well, hopefully that stops those guys.
I would actually like to also try and send a team over to their sole purpose is to protect the mortar pit.
Okay.
That way, if they have to move that mortar, they can move it fast.
Okay.
I want at least 5 people over there at all times manning that shit as a defensive perimeter.
Oh, I'm going to yell down at Morgrim. I want 5 people. I have an idea. Don't worry about it.
So I'm going to grab a unit commander and say, send 5 up there to Marty.
It's at this point the chieftain comes up to you and asks you what the situation is, Morgan.
Massive influx of enemy troops storming up the spiral. We've got mortars laying on them. We've got men on the walls firing. They've been ordered to conserve their ammo. I've got 5 firing lines ready. I've got scrap metal in front to protect them from rounds. Mortars are being protected by a team right now. I'm setting 5 up to the wall for Marty. I don't know what his plan is, but at this point in time, I am doing everything I can to make sure nobody gets through that gate.
He claps you on the shoulder and says, all right, I'll take it from here. I need you up on that wall. You are familiar with first aid, yes?
Yep.
I want you to be in charge of pulling wounded off the wall.
Better grab 5 more.
And then Ket, as you appear to just be looking around at all of this chaos going on, you hear the chieftain scream for you. Ket!
I'm like dead sprinting up to him and like baseball sliding up to him to attention.
Hell yeah. I love it.
That reminds me of a story. That's funny.
You know how to wield magic, yes?
Yeah. What do you need?
On the wall.
Yes, sir. And just dead sprint, just as fast as my poor little legs can take me.
And then at that point, we're going to roll initiative because now it's about to get to a point where you guys are going to be in position.
Oh, I need to role play a little more. Dang it.
Okay, I'll give you this last little bit as you're rolling.
Okay, I just for those 5. That's all I need. I'm going to, as soon as those guys come up to me, I'm going to look at them and be like, your guys' sole purpose is to drop everything you don't need to have on you at this moment and to run ammunition from wherever we store it to the machine gun, to the rifleman. I don't care if you got to climb a wall. I don't care if you got to knock over your chieftain. Those guns need to be supplied at all times. They get down to less than half ammo, I will toss you off this wall myself.
Oh my god.
Yep. On my way up to the ramparts, I'm going to grab 3 braves and tell them their sole purpose in life at this point is to make sure nobody gets to the chieftain.
Well, as you were leaving the chieftain, As you were leaving the chieftain, you saw behind him his personal guard. And if you remember Chief Chris's personal guard, these are the guys with the helmets with the heavier plate carriers. They actually have like a girdle that they wear, a girdle of plates, if you will. The chieftain is already pretty adequately protected at the moment.
The world's thickest kilt.
That'd be a plurtle.
Yes, a
Plurtle.
girdle. Anyway,
No, he said a plurtle. Plate carrying girdle.
yes,
Yeah.
I got you, Mike.
Alrighty, so everyone has made roughly all of their preparations. Let me start getting some initiatives.
This rolled the worst initiative ever. Oh wait, he
18.
didn't call for it yet. We're good. That roll doesn't count.
What was yours, Morgan?
18.
Well, that one's even worse, but I'll stick with that one because I cheesed it.
Nice.
That's what I get for cheating.
Fucking dirtbag.
Hey man, he didn't call for initiative yet, so I had to be slick, and it did not work out in my favor.
Okay. 14.
14.
Okay. Inti? Initiative, Inti?
Yeah, 9.
I was afraid he was asleep again.
No, I think Brandon was looking at his dice with malice.
Not as much malice as Marty was.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna be happy with what I'm about to say.
What?
I'm so glad I took that alert feat. You know what my initiative is?
What?
11.
Wow.
That's only because I have a +8.
Wow.
Damn.
Hey man, the first one was a 6. This one was a 3, and I was like, well, that's what I get for being a dirtbag.
I mean, you still outscored Inti, so
Only because I have a +8.
right.
I rolled twice.
He's so mad his mic is cutting out. We didn't hear any of what you said, NT. I'm sorry.
I said,
it's.
So mad. I can't
Warren,
hear
are you on Owlbear?
I am not.
Okay.
it. That's why I had it open, but I guess I don't need it.
We're going to do some more theater of the mind stuff because this battlefield is honestly a little bit too big.
Oh, no, I mean, I get that. I was just going to show you at least what I was attempting to get our troops to do.
So we're going to go top of the round, which is the enemy. The enemy, considering the amount of hate that is being thrown at them,
Disadvantage.
So much hate,
disadvantage.
anger,
"I'm
and
just
malice.
die and go for it."
They are still making their way up the that spiral trail, albeit their attack is definitely stalled quite
That's good.
considerably. But if one were to consider that, these are about, 120 to 150 millimeter mortar rounds being dropped on their foreheads.
Foreheads on foreheads, boys.
One could see why their attack is being stalled, and one could probably sympathize. Maybe not really because it's the enemy, but still. Next is Morgrim. Morgrim, I need you to give me a dex save.
Every D&D group should have at least 1 or 2 veterans in there because the tactics we're having right now are impeccable. Warren,
Dex.
Even
That's
that
gonna
horse shit that you
be
came up
16.
with the other day.
we don't give Warren enough credit because he actually gives us hard engagements, even though we're just laying hate.
Mm-hmm.
16 on the dex save.
16 on the dex save. So you were able to, I mean, it almost as if it's instinctual or maybe the will of God forces you to duck behind the wall. And you hear rounds go over your head, and you can actually see a few tracers. The enemy is definitely shooting machine guns back at you.
You motherfuckers.
A couple of guys actually end up going down. One of them takes a round straight to the head. There's nothing you can do for him, but there is another guy who took a round up on the clavicle area, definitely a lot of bleeding, and you can hear him screaming. But he's like right in front of you.
All right, so I'm gonna army crawl over to homeboy over here and start trying to plug his wound and start. Do we have is there like a medical corps? Like, do we have any kind of medical corps with us right now?
The chieftain, for lack of a better word, put you in charge of that.
No, I know, but what I'm
No.
saying is, do we have like medics? Like, do we have
Yeah,
medics
you-
on hand?
Ish.
Give me a definition here.
They know the equivalency of plugging up their buddy's wounds. Ish. That's about all
That's
they've got.
fine. I'm gonna motion for two of them.
So what about the guy that you're working on? Are you gonna roll medicine on him, or are you gonna
Yeah,
pour
I'm
some
gonna roll
medicine?
medicine. I'm gonna work some medicine on him real quick.
Give me a medicine check.
Well, I'll take that. Shit. Medicine. Unnatural 20.
So whenever those guys crawl over to you, you immediately just grab a bag off of them, open it up, and you start packing the wound with gauze, and make a relative battlefield bandage, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
What do you order? So you've stabilized him for the time being anyway. What do you tell these guys?
I'm gonna tell him get to the. Do we have a medical tent?
It would be off the ramparts, probably
Yeah.
near the land ships.
Yeah, get him to the medical tents.
Is Ket? Ket, are you able to talk to us?
Yes.
All right, cool. What do you? So you finally get up to the wall. Honestly, your skills aren't necessarily needed yet, but I am going to require a dex save.
Fuck. That is double fuck. That's an 8.
So as you get up, you take a round. You get grazed ish. I'm going to be nice to you.
Reaction shield.
No.
No.
That is for this is a dex. A machine gun was fired at you.
Oh, deck save. Yeah, my bad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
Yep.
So you
Yep.
still. Oh, actually, no. It's a lower hit die. You take 6 points of damage as you get up on the wall.
Cool. I'm just gonna start firebolting, and if anybody near me takes a hit or something, then I'll cure wounds them.
Okay. So you are taking position here. Technically, the enemy is outside of your range, but you are able to you are able to get to a place where you feel like you can take adequate cover.
Yeah.
So, we'll say that you use your movement and action to get to a point where you can hide behind something, put something in between you and the bad guys. And yeah, you are taking position.
Cool.
Next.
Oh
wait. Go ahead.
Never mind. I can just look it up. I don't want to spoil anything. Go ahead.
Okay. Marty.
Yes.
It is your go.
I'm going to use the world's best and my most favorite spell, gun.
You bought a 300 gold piece potion and you aren't even downing it.
Okay, first of all, that's for the last stand. That's why I called it that.
Did you not look at the statistics?
I did look at the statistics. Lasts for an hour. We could be here for days. 14. If I did my math right. Yeah, I did my math right. Hold on.
14.
Wait, no, I'm using my rifles. Never mind. It's 6 technically. Or that's a 6 technically, so it's 15.
15. So yeah, you're shooting into the crowd. You end up actually winging one. Actually, I'm gonna say just for brevity, just because there's a lot of dudes here and this is a massive battle. I'm gonna say that you kill him. Are you gonna try to kill another guy?
Yeah, let's do that. I forgot I had 2 attacks. Well, that's a 7, so that makes that a 13.
Yeah, you end up just you kill one guy and you try to drill his buddy, but his buddy is end up at the last minute he dodges and whatnot.
So I'm scared now,
Why?
and he's the one who asks why. The DM just gave you a kill. Like, there's so many motherfuckers here that he just said, "Oh, you hit him? Okay, yeah, he's dead. Move on." I'm scared.
It could be worse. We have a mortar. We're good. Just let it roll. Just let it roll off you. You'll be okay. Just let it roll off and just keep shooting. We'll be all right. Could be worse. Could
So
definitely be worse.
let's see how your compatriots fare.
Uh-oh.
Well, they are firing into the enemy. However, the mortar appears to be overheated. They've been firing a lot through this mortar.
Well, we're going to take a page out of the book of We Were Soldiers.
Piss on it.
Yeah, I was exactly where I was going with that.
Piss on it.
As a matter of
Better
fact,
cool that thing down.
that's exactly what you're seeing. Is one guy is pouring his canteen on it. Another guy, he appears to be undoing his fly.
I'm gonna grab one of the ammo carriers, just one of the ammo carriers. I'm just like, you need to get them supplied with water. Do it. Go.
He just runs. So that is what's going on with them. Inti.
The rage has destroyed his microphone.
Inti, you may be like overpowering your microphone a little bit. I'm not sure, or you need to disconnect your Bluetooth because your Bluetooth's being weird.
All I heard was
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
There
with
we
it.
are.
There you are.
Okay, I literally did nothing, but okay.
You did something. It worked. What are you doing?
Sitting still talking to you. What are you doing?
Inti, it is your
I'm shooting twice.
Okay, so you shoot twice into the crowd. Go ahead and give me a couple attack rolls then.
16 and 13 on the dice. That's gonna be... Fuck. Need to go back to my camera. What was that? That. Come on. Oh, no, you bastard. Thank you. Attack bonus. So 19 and 22.
19 and 22. Yes, you are able to kill a couple of more people. So if you're keeping a tally between you and your brother, Legolas and Gimli style, technically you would be winning right
I wasn't, but I am now.
So now top of the round with the enemy. Let's see how the enemy's attack is going. Because of the lull in fires, they are now surging up this hill. So they are about halfway now.
I have a solitary grenade left. I will
Juan
next.
left.
Yeah, Juan. I will commit yeet.
At my earliest
next turn.
convenience.
Yeah, at my earliest convenience on my next turn.
So Morgrim,
Yeah, yeah.
are you still on your belly?
They've already carted him off, so I'm going to be looking for more wounded.
Are you low crawling all the way, or are you?
I mean, I'll get up to a crouched position.
Okay, give me a dex save at advantage.
It's a net 20. First one was an 11.
Alrighty, so you are able to, as you were running, you were hearing on that sheet metal that you had ordered put up, you're hearing a lot of plinking as you were going along the wall. There are more men that end up getting hit. But one of them strikes out to you. He gets hit in the shoulder, and you see him duck behind to look and see how he got hit. Not only was he hit in the shoulder, he was hit in the firing hand. He curses, switches hands, and goes back up over the wall and keeps on shooting.
Then, I mean, obviously he's going to need some help. So, I'm gonna go over there, patch up his hand real quick, so it's not bleeding all over the place.
You're just gonna pull his ass back off the wall, off the rampart.
Pretty
Yeeter.
much. Get your ass
Get
down.
over here.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check then.
You just pull him off the wall, shove a towel in it, say you're good, smack him on the butt, and he's back up. We're good.
That seriously sounds like Doc in the army, man.
Great. Medicine 15.
You were able to wrap his hand to where it stays together. He can't really use it still, but he says thanks, Doc, and then he gets back up on the line and begins shooting.
All right. I'm gonna start making my way to the next one.
Alrighty. So next person's Ket. Ket, they are within your range now.
Fire in the hole.
Oh shit! What range?
Firebolt.
I really wish we had a 40mm grenade launcher.
Fucking firebolt their asses.
Go ahead and shoot your stuff.
Okay. 6. Oh fuck yeah! That's a nat 20. It's so dramatic how I'm doing it
I'm gonna
because
say you end up.
I can't see.
I'm gonna say you end up killing one dude, and then you kill a motherfucker with another motherfucker. You get
Wow.
2 in
Fuck
1.
yeah!
Super aggressive.
You got a twofer.
I'm gonna
A
kill
twofer.
Yeah,
another motherfucker.
So next is Marty. Marty, they are within range now, like definitely within range.
Are there any spellcasters? Like right next to me?
Cat.
So I'm gonna pull the grenade out, pull the pin. Before throwing, I'm gonna nudge Ket. You want to see? I'm gonna say, "Hey, you want to see this new spell I learned? Hocus pocus."
Yeet!
Man said hocus pocus.
So your grenade explodes, ends up killing, maybe I'll say like 3 people. So you're ahead of the brotherly rivalry here.
Oh, cool. And I still have another attack. You didn't even make you roll for that one. I'm happy. Or would I have 2 because you didn't make me roll? Huh. I'm gonna say 1. Well, that's a 17, so 22. Dun, dun, dun.
So that's
Another one bites the dust.
So now, now it's the crows. Let's see how good they're going. Man, I can quit using that die. Well, I guess the dice just don't like the crows. The mortar is still down.
Oh
That's not
man!
good.
It should be an advantage. I told that guy to go get them water.
I did do that at advantage.
Dang.
Considering that I just rolled 2 dice.
Hey, there's more than one of them down there. I figured you'd be like, oh, that's one person, and there's the other person trying to fix it. All right, cool.
It's even getting to a point where the machine guns are glowing a little bit too much, and the gunners are busying themselves with changing barrels at this point. They've been firing cyclic this whole time.
Well, I'm going to grab a piece of rampart that is chipped off, throw it at the nearest machine gunner, and be like, hey, burst fire! Don't melt those barrels!
So
Like
now
an abusive
it's
NCO in Fallujah.
Grabs it like a 2-fist, like a rock about this big, and just stop it. Inti, what is your turn?
I Googled it, and apparently there's an average of 453 nails per pound. Can I take a pound of nails and catapult them in the direction of the enemy?
I feel like that's not going to kill 453 people.
I don't think it's going to, but I at least feel like that will do more damage than just 2 pot shots.
You're not wrong. I like it.
I just Googled that real quick. Apparently, 1 pound is equal to 1 gram, 453 grams per pound.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
You
I mean, you
Google
can
me real quick.
technically
I'll tell you
catapult 5 pounds.
what. Was that Cat just said something?
I said you can technically catapult 5 pounds.
I know. I'm doing it one. I'm only doing one for now. So what do I need to roll, Mr. DM?
First off, give me a D20 roll to see if there is even any nails near you.
Well,
And
no, like
I am modifying that number considering that this is a rampart where there is, it's supposed to be cleared for people to walk, fight, things of that nature.
Well, I have it in my inventory.
Oh, you have it in your inventory. Well,
yes, I have 4 pounds in my inventory.
You're going to have to spend an action to retrieve those. Then, if you're pulling your going into your bag of holding to retrieve them, you are going to have to.
I don't have a bag of holding anymore.
Either way,
I got
bag of holding or a backpack, you're going to have to spend an action to grab them.
Okay, so that means I can do this next turn, yes?
Yes.
Okay, then fuck yeah. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Top
Trying to get
round.
creative.
So who is up on the wall? All
Inti.
of you are? All of you give me perception checks.
Hang on, I gotta put down my vodka 6. Stand up, damn it. That is a.
Oh wow, nice.
You add. What did you say? Perception?
Yes.
11.
11. 14.
16.
16.
Well, goddamn.
You might just want to roll for Morgan. I don't know where he's at.
I'll roll for Morgan.
Use the good dice, not the bad one.
No, that was a bad one.
You stupid.
So Marty, you were the only one that sees. You just happen to take a glance down at the gatehouse. Jesus Christ, my fucking. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Anyway, so you were the only one that sees Marty. You just happen to glance down at the gatehouse whenever you go down to protect yourself because you're kind of peeking up, bang bang, going back down, peeking up, bang bang, going down. There are, I'm going to say 10 people appearing to be climbing the walls rather quickly down around the gatehouse. What it appears to have happened is they climbed up that sheer cliff wall, up and are going up the wall.
I really wish I had my shotgun right now, but I gave it to Morgan. Where's the nearest machine gunner?
Nearest machine gunner would be kind of off to your left, about maybe 15 feet.
How close is Inti?
You are about 20 feet away from the machine gunner.
You know what? Actually, I can do this because I have 30 feet of movement. I'm going to run over to the machine gunner, hand him my rifle, grab the machine gun, and be like, I'll be right back. Dang. Nabbit, Warren.
That's just what the
I meant how close am I to the guys climbing?
To the guys climbing, you're about 60 feet.
60, okay.
So now it's Morgram's turn. Morgram is taking care of a child, so I'm going to say he just keeps on plugging holes in people. Cat.
Yeah. How close am I to the folks climbing the walls?
Actually, the only person who's aware of the folks climbing the walls is Marty. And since it's not his turn, he did not let you guys know.
Okay.
I will allow you to make another make a free action to roll perception.
Sure.
Okay.
No, that's for the person whose turn it is, not
Oh,
you,
fuck
AT.
yeah. That's a 21.
You're seeing about 10 people climbing that sheer wall at a rather quick pace.
How far?
About, I'd say, 60 feet away from you.
Cool. So, movement speed. Can I take a bonus action if I use my action for movement?
It depends on what the bonus action is.
The bonus action would be to use Quickened Spell to cast a spell as a bonus action that would normally only be able to be cast as an action.
In this situation, you would be allowed to, yes.
Huh?
For that purpose, you are allowed. Because you have a movement, an action, and a bonus action.
Fuck yeah. So I'm gonna get there and pick a spot where there's, some dude where they're climbing up. And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay, so you're just gonna burning hands over the wall.
Yes.
Let's say you were able to get 2 people. So the lowest save, that is a dexterity saving throw, is it not?
I believe so, yes.
Well, then the lowest save is a 16.
Yeah, they all save.
Okay, so those 2 guys save. You still do half damage, though.
Yeah. What's the damage die for that again? Hang on. Where you at?
Are you asking me, or are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up, but I was asking, but I got it right here. It is 3d6.
Also, at what level are you casting it at?
Second level higher. First, I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Okay, so that will require you to spend how many spell points? I just gotta grab my handy dandy little book here. I believe it's 288. No, it's not 288. It's no, it is 288. Yeah. So 3rd level spell, you'll have to spend 5 points.
Oh yeah. I got it all wrote down in my thing under each spell slot level. I've got how many points they cost.
Okay.
Yeah, and that makes sense because I don't actually know any 3rd level spells yet, but I have 3rd level spell slots. So
Yeah, that still makes sense.
cool. So that's what 6d6.
You
A
add a
d6 for every level above first. So
So that would
starts
be
off with 3,
5d6.
4, 5. Yeah,
Yep.
I was getting there. Cool.
I was just
So
helping.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14 points of damage.
So have that. That's 7 points of damage.
Wait. 14, 15, 16, 20 points of damage.
Why the change?
I forgot to add my spellcasting modifier.
No, you don't add your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, do you not? Oh.
It's just the
I
damage
always
dice.
forget that. Yeah. I see it now. You just add the +6 to hit with spells. I got you.
All right, so
I know what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I promise. Most of the time.
that's questionable.
Most of the time. Most of the time.
Most.
So now it is Marty. You
I'm
just saw
going.
Ket run over to those guys climbing up the wall, and you see a rather large gout of fire emanate from his hands, engulfing two people in flames. But after the flames die off, I mean their clothes are a little charred, but they appear to be still climbing up this wall.
Sorry, my pants rode up. I'm going to scream. They're climbing the wall. Run over to the nearest machine gunner. Be like, I'll bring this right back. I'm going to hand him my rifle, grab the machine gun, sprint back over, and then proceed to point it straight down the wall and lay hate.
Okay.
I know it. You can't stop me. Well,
So
you can,
Are you
but please
doing
don't.
two separate attacks, or are you just spraying twice?
Is it an AoE effect where I can just spray all of them, or?
Yeah, and they'll have to make a dex save.
Okay, let's do that at disadvantage because they're stuck to a wall. We're gonna do one and see how that goes.
No, not with the thing that is affecting them. They are not at disadvantage whenever with this thing that's affecting them.
Your mom. Okay, well that's an unnatural 20.
You don't make
Thrown?
an attack roll; they have to make a dex save.
I don't make an attack roll. They have to make a dex save.
Two
Well, it's an
people
unnatural
fail.
20. Can you? Oh, okay.
Two people fail, so go ahead and roll me a D10 plus your damage modifier for a gun.
Pretty sure that's just 3 because it goes off of dexterity.
Yep.
This is gonna be like, that's not even the right dice. Get out of here. Stupid metal gray dice. Those dice hate me. I'm pretty sure these dice aren't much better.
You know, maybe if you were nicer to your dice and told them how much you love them, maybe they would give you better numbers.
These ones are shinier, therefore I love them more. That's a 9.
It's a 9
Yeah.
plus your modifiers.
That's plus my modifier, yeah.
So they each
I rolled a
take
6.
9 points of damage.
And then I guess I would have to do that again.
Okay. Let me. Okay, so that's an epic fail, and the others are passes. So go ahead and roll your damage again.
$10.
10. I'll add another 5 on top of that. All right, because he rolled a natural 1 on that. So that is your turn. The crows. Let's see if they unfuck that mortar. And they do not. Why? I need to quit rolling that die. Let's try that one. Okay, so the mortar is actually unfucked because that runner was finally able to get water over to them. So now they are beginning to load, but them firing that weapon is not going to take effect until its next turn. NT, you just heard from your brother that they are climbing up the wall.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Can I catapult the nails and still pop off a shot, or does that count as my full action?
If you were casting a spell, it requires a full action.
Okay. Well, I'm casting the nails out at the nearest group that's like kind of grouped up together.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Are you talking about the people climbing up the wall or the people running up the hill?
Running up the hill.
Running up the hill, all right.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me get the page back. 150. Okay. What this is. Um. I can choose four fall on the ground. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, if strike target and stop the move.
Well,
sorry.
And it's a range of 90 feet.
he fails his deck save.
Are all 453 going at one guy?
Yes.
God damn. Okay. If he fails, it's 3d8 bludgeoning, so that was a worthless dice roll. 6, 3, that's 9, 5, that's 14, 8, 14, that's 22 damage overall.
Yeah, that guy, he dies a rather gruesome death.
So one more for in.
being turned into Swiss cheese by tiny little nails. So that's a thing.
Much more effective than I thought it would be. And is it an action or a bonus action to chug a potion?
You can do so as a bonus.
Okay.
Need
Do you want to roll
roll
2d4?
Yeah, I can roll it.
Okay.
You receive 9 points of healing.
Okay.
So now top of the round with the enemy. One of them gets on top of you, Marty. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I just launched my dice across my whole desk. Interesting. Well, this isn't going to pass, but oh, it's a saving throw. Never mind. It's the same thing. So, 11.
You take 9 points of fire damage as one of them gets in your face and casts Burning Hands. The other one will come up to you. Ket.
Yeah.
Give me a deck save.
No.
You Burning Hands to him, he's going to Burning Hands you.
Yeah, well, that's a 17.
17, that will pass. You take 7 points of fire damage.
Ugh.
The other people climbing up the wall, they end up like vaulting over the wall, and you see them attacking with a mixed match of weapons and magic. Inti, from your position, you were just seeing gouts of flame on the other side of the gatehouse from you. Just gouts of flame, rounds coming your way, although, just kind of skipping off and being fired off into nothingness. It is sheer turmoil and pandemonium going on in that direction.
Okay.
Termimonium.
How many feet would it take for me to get to the other side of the gatehouse?
We will see on your next turn. Morgrim.
Oh.
See.
So as you are finished, I ended up skipping your turn because you were away and I wasn't gonna stop stuff. So my apologies. As you were finishing wrapping up that man's hand, you turn. You see Ket and Marty, they end up running past you, and they appear to be doing something directly down the side of the wall. And you figure out why they are doing that, because now you were seeing invaders coming and vaulting over the ramparts of the wall, and they are attacking the defenders on the wall, but I'd say about 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
There are people who are on the wall.
I'm gonna take a shot at the one closest to me.
With?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You do also have Marty's shotgun on you.
I'm not gonna use that yet.
Okay.
Take care of my child.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 will hit one of them, yes.
Seven.
All right. You shoot an Eldritch Blast. That gleaming beam of light strikes this guy in the side. He stumbles a little bit. That happens to be the guy that attacked you, Ket. But yeah, that is what we are dealing with right now. Ket, as a matter of fact, it's your go.
Cool. I look around. Do I see any of my buddies near me, like directly next to me or anything?
By buddies, you mean the party?
Yeah.
Yes, you see Marty pretty much right next to you.
Cool. I'm going to turn to Marty, and I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to say, "You enjoy this."
And then stuff a pepper in his mouth.
Can I help you?
And then as my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Flaming Hands
What does
again.
Dragon's Breath do?
It basically gives
Hold on,
you,
I'm looking it up. Don't surprise me.
So yes, you need dex saves from me. I'm going to say 3 of them are.
I have no idea what it is apparently because I can't. It's not in the player's handbook that I found.
The 2 on top of you and Marty fail. Another guy it succeeds extremely because you rolled
cool.
One of them in your natural 20s.
That's 6 points of damage.
Really?
Dragon's Breath. You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one. Choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Until the spell ends, which is 1 minute, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. Make a dex save if somebody's in the way. If they fail, they take 3d6. If they pass, if they save, half.
Yeah.
Basically, Burning Hands, but with other
People.
elements.
I'm a fire in my laser.
Oh. So that was Ket. Marty. Speak of the devil, and up he jumps.
I was summoned.
What is your turn? You still have 2 people in yours and Ket's face.
Dragon's Breath. So, duh.
So I need to give a dex save.
Yes.
And how many
Oh,
feet
no.
is that cone?
15.
15? Okay, so 3. 1 fails. 2 succeeds.
So, Marty, you'll roll 3d6.
4,
And choose.
1, 6, 11.
Cool. What kind of damage do you want to do?
Lightning. Fire my
Boom.
laser.
Alrighty. So that's Marty. Now the crows. The crows. They are repelling borders rather adequately. The mortar is firing away. The let's see, what else? The two dudes that are in front of you, Marty and Ket, they end up being killed by some of your fellow.
I didn't get my second
crows.
attack. I just realized that.
If you cast a spell, which technically you did, you don't get a second attack.
Wag.
And yeah, that is what is going on. Now it's Inti.
Okay. So, how far away are the guys climbing up the wall?
About 60
From
feet away from you.
Inti. About 60 feet? Okay. Inti's going to run 35 feet, and then he is going to shoot twice at them.
Okay.
Right. And you're going to want a d20 roll first. Plus 6. Right. First one is total of 18. And the second one is a natural 20 for 26.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the first one first.
All right. 4. All right. 8, 4, 12.
12. And did you shoot the same target for the natural 20?
Did he live past the first one?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Okay, so you're only going to double the damage dice. So you roll the damage dice twice. And then
Okay.
you add your modifier once.
Okay. Yeah. Both 2d10. Wow. 7 and 10. So 17 plus 4, 21.
21. I'll give it to you. How do you kill him?
I want to all right, Inti shoots him at the base of his head, and it just explodes outwards. Preferably into Marty's face.
This guy would be in front of Marty. So brains would be going away from him.
Damn. Okay. Well then, into somebody's face.
So you
And
you shoot him in the gut, and he
put that
buckles.
maybe.
So I'll explain a little bit better. You shoot him in the gut, so he buckles over. The second one is just kind of you doing two shots, just bang bang, and the recoil from the first one meets up to his doubling over, right to where pretty much like right here, and just gone.
I'm still keeping tally.
You're still keeping tally.
You're
so
falling behind, Marty.
So
Mom.
Oh my god.
So with that, top of the round is the enemy. So Morgrim, you are there. You're gonna get attacked.
Of course.
Will a 15 hit?
Yes.
You get shot and you take 10 points of damage.
Oof.
Next, Actually, no, he's going to shoot at you again. He gets 2 attacks. But that's not going to hit. Next, Marty is going to get shot. Does a 17 hit?
Oh man, you were like one off. Granted, it's meets or beats, but yeah, that hits.
So that first shot, you take 11 points of damage. Second shot, fuck me, man. It's always first one hits, second one don't. Next is Ket.
Wait, how much damage did I take? 7?
No, 11.
Ow!
That one's a natural 1, so that's a jam.
Yeah, that hits.
Damn,
Okay.
Jim.
Your clothing is better, has a higher AC than just 1.
So with that, you hear a commotion within the walls.
In the ocean.
You're
I'm
hearing some gunfire down by the mortar pit.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna freak out. Turn in that direction. Check out.
So
What's going
that
on.
is the enemy. Next is Morgan.
Okay.
How far from me?
What's who just took damage? No, I think
you took
Marty.
damage and Marty took damage.
How much damage did Marty take?
11.
Okay, I'm gonna heal Marty.
You're gonna heal Marty?
Yeah. With
I'm pretty sure
a
he would
cure wound.
appreciate it if you gave his shotgun back to him.
Nah, he can keep it.
I
That's
will
a machine
also
gun.
give him his shotgun.
Technically, the
But yeah.
shotgun is gonna do more damage.
I'm gonna heal him for 5.
Perfect.
So that's the end of your turn, even after hearing gunshots coming from the mortar pit.
Say that again.
You heard gunshots coming from the mortar pit.
Coming from the mortar pit. All right, I'm gonna turn. What do I see at the mortar pit?
You see several men looking like one of the men in that group.
I'm sorry. What?
You see several men looking like one of the men in that group, and that one man is Brandon. He appears to be attacking the chieftain directly.
How far away am I from the mortar pit?
You're about 250 feet. And in order to
That's
get there, you would have to travel about 300.
don't need to. I'm going to shoot the mortar pit. I'm gonna aim for one of the an exposed round, and I'm going to shoot it.
As somebody who has experience in this area, that is not a good idea.
Well, we hardly have the options because
So, hold on a second. In order to heal, how did you heal Marty?
how did I heal Marty? I healed him with cure wounds.
You have already spent an action then.
Oh. Then I'm going to call for reinforcements to the chief and alert Marty to the fact that the chief is under fire.
The thing is Brandon and his entourage of several men are within the walls, as in they are boots on the ground inside the walls.
As in, how the fuck did they get there?
There are a lot of spells in Dungeons and Dragons.
This is
Use
true.
your imagination.
Can I quick retcon some for Inti?
We're too far along in initiative for that. So no. Ket.
So, what am I looking at right now? Because I know we've been killing folks.
You guys are you are defending the walls from the people who have boarded the walls. There are a sea of enemies down below who haven't breached yet, but there is a group of people inside the walls that are over in the mortar pit. Brandon being one of them.
How far is that from me?
Yeah, again, in order to get there, to run there, it would be about 300 feet. A straight line is about 250.
Okay. So I'm gonna start heading in that direction.
Okay, so you're falling back to go help the chieftain?
Yeah.
Okay. You're using movement and action to
All
do
of
so?
it.
Okay, cool.
All
So
of it.
you move 60 feet closer. Marty.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Well,
Wait,
no bitch.
hang on, I'm sorry. Is there anybody, once I move my 60 feet, is there anybody near me?
Technically, NT would be because NT's at the top of the stairs.
Cool. I'm gonna bonus action Dragon's Breath on NT.
Okay. Does Dragon's Breath require concentration?
Yes, it does.
If you were to do that, you would be taking it off of Marty and giving it to NT.
Okay, no, I don't want to do
It
that.
only lasted a minute. It's 10 rounds. Never mind. No, it's not. It's 6 turns. No, it's 10 turns.
10 turns. No.
I have like
no,
2 turns left.
6 turns.
Six turns.
Yeah.
No, because if it's 60 seconds, I want to say each character turn is like 6 seconds, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
So 1 minute.
It'll be 10 turns, yeah.
So
Times
10
10
turns.
60, 10
Yeah.
turns.
10 turns.
I think it's gone anyways. I think we've all had like 2
no,
turns.
You've only had it. This will be your second turn that you've had it. If memory serves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not 6 seconds per person, it's 6 seconds per round.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're going to move on to Marty. So Marty, what are you doing?
Mama didn't raise no beat, so I'm gonna grab my shotgun, sling my rifle, and go barreling after Brandon.
You gave your rifle off to the machine gunner.
I'm gonna run back to the machine gunner, grab my rifle, give him back the machine gun, and then book it down the wall.
Okay.
Towards Brandon.
So I'll just say that you snatched the rifle and dropped the machine gun at his feet, so you can do that as a free action.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of ran, pretty much.
After Brandon. Gotta get him.
Alrighty. So now the crows. Let's see how the chieftain's guard protects the chieftain. They're not doing too bad. They're definitely in the process of suppressing Brandon's entourage. But the mortar pit obviously has taken their attention off of the mortar to repel mortars, as it were. Next is NT. You were muted, NT.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Can I roll a perception check? Because I don't think I've heard any of them yell that Brandon's there. so I don't think Indy would know.
You were hearing gunfire going off in that direction. So if you were to turn, you
Oh.
would see.
Okay. Would it be a action or a free action to throw my gun over my shoulder and pull out my longsword?
To switch weapons, technically, it would be an action. Unless you were to drop your rifle in place and then draw the sword, in which case it would be a free action.
But like the rifle wouldn't be like hanging from me or anything.
No, you
Like if I walked away,
you would be dropping it in place.
Yeah. Okay. Nah. How many other guys are there around us that finished climbing the wall?
There are
Yes.
7.
7. Okay. I want to use magic missile at 2nd level.
Okay.
Which would be 4 darts at 1d4, and I want to do them the closest to me.
Okay. Do it to it.
Or the closest 4 guys to me, 1 for each.
1 for each. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And rolled a 4, so it'd be 5. Yeah, 5.
Each
5
dart
damage.
each dart gets 1d4. So that first guy took 5.
Okay. So 5. That's 2. That's 2. And that's 3.
All right. Top of the round, the enemy, up the wall, and down below. I mean, they're locked in combat. They're not making any headway, but they're also not backing down. They're not being beaten back. Morgan, you were pretty much at the top of the stairs with Ket and Marty behind you.
I'm bum rushing over to the chieftain.
So 240. 180 feet away is where you end up. So that's Morgan, Ket. You're doing the same thing?
Oh, I thought I was muted. Yes. Yeah. I'm headed that way.
So you were with Morgan, 180 feet away. Marty, you're doing the same thing?
Sure. I'm
now,
there.
I'm saying 180 feet away from the area where you would actually be able to effectively fight, I guess we could say. That mortar pit is rather large. So Marty is also with those 3, the crows. Well, the wall, because that's a natural 20, ends up killing 2 of the guys up on the walls, so there's only 5 of them. The mortar pit, however, the mortar team, 3 guys have been killed in the mortar team. Inti, what is your did you say that you were running that 30 feet down the stairs after you did your little Iron Man bolts? Inti? You're muted? There you go.
I didn't say it, but I did mean to.
Okay. So the rest of your party is about 30 feet up ahead of you.
10-4.
What are you doing for this turn? You have a turn.
Like to take 2 shots at the guys on the wall with my rifle, and then run 35 feet up towards Brandon. I mean, not up.
So you're turning around, you're shooting a couple of shots, and then you're keeping on going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me 2 attack rolls.
All right, let me pull it up real quick. 11 plus 6, 17. 18 plus 6 is 24.
So 17 and 24.
Yes, sir.
You pouring them in the same dude?
Yeah, no, I'm put in two different dudes.
Okay, then
Yes.
give me two separate damage rolls in.
9 plus 4, so 13 on the first one, and 4 plus 4 is 8 on the second.
Alrighty. And now you are 5 feet ahead of your compatriots.
Yo, get okay.
The enemy, because they aren't necessarily concerned with you guys anymore, they are making headway. The guys up on the wall are they are they have killed I would say 5 more people because there's only 5 left up there. But Brandon's entourage has wiped out the mortar team and blown the mortar in place.
How many folks is in Brandon's entourage?
You don't necessarily know for sure. You have to get to that area to figure that
Ah, okay, doke.
Okay. Next is Morgan.
I'm going to shoot at Brandon.
In case I was misunderstood beforehand, in order for you to affect that area, you have to travel that amount of space, this 180 feet, in order for any of you guys to even be able to affect them, to be in the area to shoot them.
Why?
Because a mortar pit's rather huge, my guy.
Yeah, but I have range.
Along with everyone else in your party. If anything, there's 2 party members who have further range than you do.
Somebody can shoot up to 600 feet.
Did you take Spell Sniper?
Spell sniper. Yeah.
Okay. Well, still.
That's why I was confused. I was like, I have the ability to shoot about 600 feet.
Well, even then, NT and Marty have rifles that can shoot up to 240 feet. So, in order for you to affect the fight, you only need to travel 120 feet. But still, you have to travel.
Okay, I'm hearing meters and feet interchanged really, really often. So are we 180 feet from them or 180
Feet.
meters? That's a complete different number.
Who's saying meters?
I heard meters multiple times.
I said I've been saying feet.
I've
I
said
might be
feet too.
dumb. I might be dumb, but I heard meters
pretty
a
sure
couple
you're
of
dumb.
times, and I was like,
I'm pretty sure you're dumb.
yeah, put me the first.
So you would still have to travel 120 feet in order to do anything, but you still need to travel. You weren't able to affect them right now.
Okay. I'm struggling to understand, but I'm not going to push the issue. Then I'm going to continue
Well,
rushing.
the thing is if that was the case, you would be able to fire. If we were going by the measurements that I gave you guys, you had to travel 300 feet to get over there, but they are 250 feet away for you to. I should have said the area where they're at is 250 feet away, straight line, because
Uh-huh.
my apologies. I did not adequately explain that enough. But if they were 250 feet away, you yourself could have just shot at them from the wall, so there was no need for you to run.
Right.
Yeah. But it's straight line. If you were to just like nosedive off of the wall from where you guys were fighting the people up on the wall, straight line to get to the mortar pit would be 250 feet. But you have to travel 300 feet in order to get over to the mortar pit. Is that better explaining everything to you?
Kind of. So even though I have spell sniper
Mm-hmm.
and I can shoot that distance accurately, I still, for whatever reason, cannot affect the people in that area.
Exactly. Until you move that 120 feet to get to the mortar pit.
Okay. Good. Getting there.
Okay. Where am I losing you, or am I losing you?
So they are. So the mortar pit is 300 feet from where we were.
To travel to the mortar pit, because you have to go down the stairs, go around a corner, go down the stairs, run over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 300 feet of travel.
Right. However, I have spell sniper, so I can shoot 600 feet in front of me. Or
Where can you
300.
shoot 600 feet? I was about to say.
Because I have another. Hang on. I'll let me explain it. So I have spell sniper and eldritch spear. Eldritch spear allows me to increase the range of eldritch blast to 250 feet. And then spell sniper
Just doubles it.
exactly. Well, I was just trying to understand because it wasn't making sense to me, and I didn't know if I was thinking about it the wrong way. Because maybe I was misunderstanding how spell sniper and eldritch spear worked. I wasn't.
No, your range is 500 feet. But what I was trying to say is, in order to get to the next fight where everyone can play, you have to travel that bit.
Okay.
Okay. So
It was a group exercise. Got it.
okay.
That wasn't what was clear to me. I wasn't understanding that you wanted us all to be there to fight. You didn't want anybody taking pot shots. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
So we will continue on
Okay.
as we were.
Okay. So now that that's been cleared up, the fight is still going on around you. The crows are losing ground. For that one, battle is landlocked.
This battle went from bueno to no bueno really quickly.
And now the crows are the crows up on the wall are beginning to break. Now you are in the mortar pit.
If I yell really loudly, can they still hear me on the wall?
No, there is way too much gunfire. Have you yelled at someone from that far away while guns are going off?
I mean, yes, but whether or not they
Did
heard
they
me,
listen?
yeah, completely different story.
So
However, I was
now,
definitely gonna have a your mom joke in there.
so now, the mortar pit is something that you would probably think of as a mortar pit, even though the mortar itself has been blown in place. The motor pool will be off to your left whenever you get around the corner of this piece of wall. Would be the motor pool will be off to your left, and you were actually seeing some people up on the land ships. They are shooting down into the mortar pit. You look into the pit, and there is a swath of area, maybe I don't know, 60 to 100 feet in some places, because I can't necessarily like explain it perfectly here. 60 to 100 feet in some places where there is absolutely no cover. The chieftain is now down to about 5 of his guards, and they have all taken cover, and they're all just kind of leaning up, shooting. In front of them, literally like a stone's throw away, 30 feet, is Brandon, with about 6 of his guys immediately there. making a hard charge towards the chieftain.
Willis just had the grenade.
But you were seeing more muzzle flashes and fighting going on behind them on the other side of the mortar pit, in different buildings, different areas.
Well, boys, it's gonna get hairy.
That's okay. I like it, Harry.
That's weird. Anyway,
Tell me that again, please.
no, let's not turn
Please.
this into anything weird. So,
So much editing.
fucking Christ. So, from this area, because I wasn't tracking that Austin could shoot 500 feet, but I'll try to remember that for the future. From this area, it is
Regret not killing him now.
It is 240 feet to shoot Brandon. Behind him, though, is going to be like another 300-400 feet into the different buildings where different fighting is going on.
I think this is going to be like a Team Rocket fight where once we deal enough damage to Brandon, he's just going to leave.
I wouldn't be surprised in the
And the
slightest.
laugh is the
It's the
answer.
only thing. It's the only reason I can think of that Brandon that Warren over here put his big bad in this fight, and guess what, guys? We're not even halfway through the campaign right now.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the bad stuff yet.
Oh, smells like Last Stand, don't it, boys?
So, with that being said, we're going to take the initiative to the top of the round. You see Brandon, he jumps up about maybe 15 feet above the ground, flies over to the chieftain, and you see a gout of flame.
What?
But the chieftain saves.
Chieftain said, "Nah, fam." I had to pull a Chandler on this man. Too soon? Not soon enough?
So the chieftain, he appears to make himself small, and he's able to hide enough from the fire to where, I mean, he's still charred, but he's not, turned to ash again, like Chandler was. But Brandon is now on top of the chief.
Literally.
Literally. He's hovering about maybe 15 feet above the chief.
Oh, Warren.
Do you know what spell I use now?
Do you know what I'm fixing to do?
Go ahead.
Something really fucking dumb. Remembering where the chieftain patted his chest,
Oh, I know where you're going.
I'm going
with this. I'm
to
thinking the same
aim.
thing.
His back is to you.
Fuck.
He's
knew
kind of
it.
in a fight for his life right now.
I'm
Pot
also
shot at Brandon.
All right, roll your attack.
I'm also probably going to say he's wearing armor, and so unless you can crack it through his armor, you're not doing that. And he's probably not going to be happy you shot him. I don't care if you say. I don't care if you saved the Oasis keys or not.
I was going to destroy them.
Man is not going to be a happy midget.
That's going to be a 24 to hit.
24?
Oh, I'm level 5.
We have been for like 3 sessions.
Yeah, I know. It's 2d10. I keep rolling it as 1d10, but it's 2d10.
Okay, roll your attack. That'll hit.
You have to recheck the character sheet he made for
There's
Brandon, like 4 times to
9.
make sure we don't actually kill him.
And that is a 5, so 15.
15 points of damage.
I'm just going to yell out, "Fuck you, Brandon. Fuck you."
Okay. So you shoot him. Actually, no, that's 2 bolts. Hold on a second. Because if memory serves, you get to roll twice to attack, but you only get to roll 1d10 per attack. I need to double check that though. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Okay, so 2 beams at 5th level. So that first one was 1d10. What was the highest d10?
9.
9. Okay.
And then
Roll your
second attack is going to be an unnat 20.
An unnatural 20. That you see you see your spell is about to strike true. You see him wave his hand, and the spell appears to be shot off, going wild.
Did he just use a legendary action on me?
No, he used a reaction.
This man said parry.
Oh shit! I gotta go get my phone charger. I'll be right back.
By the way, I've been playing a lot of.
One of you have cast that spell before. And by one of you, I mean Ket.
Oh, shield.
I've been playing some of the newest God of War, and I fought one of the Valkyries. If you don't know anything about the newest God of War, the Valkyries are super intense. It took me like 4 tries, and the first try I was doing okay. Second try didn't do very good. Third try still didn't do very good. Fourth try I'm like, all right, I just need to block a lot. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Alrighty, so with that being said, next on the docket is Ket.
Who just walked away.
I'll come back to him. Next is Marty. Marty, he's within rifle distance.
He is within rifle distance, and you know what else I'm going to do? It sounds like a last stand kind of time. So I'm going to chug a potion like it's a light beer.
Oh, shit.
The potion, at first, it burns. Like, it burns your tongue, like if you've ever drank, like, super hot coffee.
Let's say, like, Everclear. Kind of tastes like gasoline. Burns really bad on the way down. Burns really bad on the way up.
As it goes down, it goes more from like an actual scalding burning sensation to an alcohol burning sensation. You burp, and it's like little blue sparkles.
Tinkerbell, get out of there.
What's a Tinkerbell?
Same thing as Santa Claus.
So
Okay, I'm
now,
back. What
now you have downed your potion. That is an action. You still have a movement.
I don't get to attack.
No, because that's an action to down that potion.
I'm going to flank. Just gonna get closer and kind of off to one side. Pick a side. I don't care.
Okay, so you get closer and off to the right. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can. Actually,
Yeah, I was about to say, can we owlbear this real fast? Just
yeah,
so
let's
now it's a smaller fight.
Let's take a wee bit of a break.
Oh, we haven't braked it all. Wow.
No, we haven't braked at all. Everyone's just been super enthralled into this combat. So let's take a
It's
break.
been fantastic.
And
I was gonna say, if
rather
we
than
can break, then I can get my computer and shit set up.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break, and rather than me squandering our break, I'm actually gonna set up the fight. So stay tuned, y'all, and yeah, we will be right back.
All right, BRB, I'm gonna get some water.
A 2 and a Juan. No, Juan. Where is my thing? Oh no.
Probably in your
Oh no,
path.
there it is. There it is. There it is. I gotta do my little pop out window.
Oh, you stupid.
I mean, we're still up. You guys can talk to the people.
To the people.
I'm just
The
dumb.
people.
No.
Is there not like a pop up thing? Screw it. We'll just resize this.
Why are they so far away from us? Ket, why is there 2 of you? Why is
I
there
don't
3
know
of
why
you?
there's 2 of me. I do not know why. I'm actually in the process of resizing the picture so that it only takes up 1 grid square. So you can take all of those other me's and get rid of them however you know how.
I got it. You should just be able to do it as you like when I made Marty Robbins, I just had to like crop it just right.
Yeah, that's what
Alrighty,
I'm doing.
so we are sort of in. We don't have any awesome production. We're honestly like extremely incompetent, and by we I mean me, in creating all of this. So you'll just have to forgive me for that. Um, but we're gonna get down into this, and we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna just kind of yeet that guy, put Kit right there, and boom, skitty yawn. We are good to go. So Marty darted off this way, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Why would you make 2 Kits?
Okay, this one's going away. Bye.
Okay, boom. Alright,
Being
so
assistant DM is
next...
awesome.
Yeah, no. That is something I don't need. No, don't save it. Leave me alone. Where is my GM screen? There's my GM screen. Next is the people defending the chief. So we go back up here. Let's just go ahead and...
Okay, are the hats Brandon's crew? The hats our crew? Who are the swords?
The
What's going on?
hats are Brandon's crew.
Why is Brandon green then? I'm gonna take an issue with this.
Because something is affecting him. Namely a spelly spell. The spell spelly.
I spell the spelly spell.
So yes, the fighting up in this area appears to be gridlocked. Just lots and lots of shooting. Then we're gonna go to Inti. Inti, what art thou doing?
Okay, can you tell me about how far away we are from that? 'Cause that's a lot of squares, and I'm doing this on my phone.
I think I moved you guys a little bit closer. Let's see. Let's grab our little measuring tool here. After we move this, there we go. Measuring tool.
I helped you out, Warren. Thank me later.
Yeah, I moved you guys like 100 feet closer. You guys are about 145 feet.
145. All right. And what Inti's gonna do is he's gonna move up 5, and then he's gonna take 2 shots at that Brendan dude that's right in front of him.
All right, do it to it.
As a natural 20, so 26. And that is a 15.
That will not hit. Go ahead and roll your 2 damage die for the natural 20.
Right. So that's 6 plus 4. No, plus 4 is after. So 6, 9, 15 for 19.
19 points of damage. That's actually a walloping hit.
And then he's going to move over this way with his other 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Oh, wrong tool.
I got it.
Thank you, sir.
If you don't mind cleaning that up for me, Mr. Baker.
I need to clean something? What are we doing?
All that paint.
Ah, stupid.
Stupid.
Sorry about that.
How do I do this?
I bet you are, Brandon. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So Brandon, the bad guy, not Brandon the player, although he is a bad guy.
Why is there a blue
I'm a
dot?
horrible person, really and truly.
Brandon the bad guy is going to grapple the chief, trying to get the key. And he succeeds. So the 2 leaders of these 2 armies are locked in some type of embrace that is kind of, sort of, but definitely not really erotic. And Brandon appears to
Only
be
you took.
Brandon appears to be pulling at the chief's plate carrier, trying to get something out there. Next,
Don't worry, guys. I might be able to fix that.
Morgrim.
Walgrim.
Morgrim.
So, all right. Let's see. Grapple. I'm not. I'm honestly not sure about what to do. Because if he's grappled, that means if I try to shoot him, then I have the too high of a risk of actually hitting the chieftain.
Man, if only you had something that would prevent that. Oh, wait. Hi there.
What?
Like sharpshooter, where you ignore cover.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have sharpshooter, but I do have my spell sniper. But that shit. I genuinely I don't know what to do here.
You could scream at him and be
You
like,
don't have a
"Stop!
little attack
No,
roll.
don't do that. That's bad."
Can I hold my action for this one? Because I'm not sure what to do here.
What is your trigger?
If he loses his grapple.
Oh, if Brandon stops grappling the chieftain.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ket, me boy, what you doing?
Really nothing I can do that far. Except run up closer. Uh, there. Away. So what was what were you saying, Austin, about if they're grappled, you have a chance of hitting the other person? Is
Yeah,
that like a
because
rule?
that's generally been my experience. If somebody's grappled and I try to shoot them, then I've actually hit somebody that wasn't supposed to be hit. So I don't want to run that risk of it being how it's played this time around. I don't want to.
Oh, I
I don't want
got
to
you.
take
Like
any
just
risks
so
there.
that, like, if you don't roll high enough and you miss the person you're aiming at, but you hit the other person. Okay, I got you. I
Yeah.
misunderstood. I thought you were saying there was like some kind of rule or something about that.
To be fair, you
Mm-mm.
did roll a natural 1 on that.
Yes, to be fair, however,
Not only did you miss, you hit yourself.
No, he hit the bad guy. I switched it from it hurting him to it hurting the guy that y'all didn't want.
yeah.
So
You want to ride lightning?
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Firebolt.
All right, firebolt him. Can you reach out that far? Do you have spell sniper?
Firebolt's 120.
You are 120.
Is it not?
Well, actually,
I
technically 145. You will have to move.
I am 120 feet according to the measuring tool.
Dago.
From huh?
I said Dago. Go ahead and do it to it.
Cool. So 15 on the die plus 6. That's 22 to hit.
22. Shield.
Ugh.
He waves his hand. Actually, no, he's grappled. He can't wave his hand.
Yeah, about to say, but also
Yeah.
there's a certain number of spell slots. Shield takes a spell slot, right?
A first level spell slot, yes. So he had to spend
And
2 points.
he's right, but he's used. So he spent 2 on me.
No. He spent
He
1.
took one of the shots.
The 24 that you rolled, he took that to the face. And you
Oh,
only
okay.
and you only have to cast once you cast shield as a reaction, it works until your next
Oh
turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've used shield. I just wanted to make sure I had my stuff correct.
Morgan did 24 points of damage, but Brandon's got 2,400.
Not quite
Probably-
that much, no.
Not quite. He didn't say no, not even close to that much. He said not quite. But yeah, this is an issue. I'm not happy with it.
So this is the next
I'm
3
mad.
sessions just killing this guy. Or not even killing, just wearing him down.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
17.
17 points of damage. Yeah.
And yeah, never mind. Yeah. I am on. Is Cure Wounds a bonus action?
No, cure wounds is an action. If memory serves. I shall check.
Yeah, because it's a spell.
Yeah, I don't think it could be used as either or.
Cure wounds.
No. Some spells that require spell slots are bonus actions, but cure wounds is one action. The duration is instantaneous. So that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right, Marty.
How far away am I right now? That's the right tab.
120 feet.
Well, I'm gonna go up to 90 feet. And where's the measuring tool? What is this? Is this it? 30 feet. Right there. Grab the hand. Is that it? I'm gonna guess that's it. Close enough.
Yeah, that's 90 feet.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to proceed to use my favorite spell, Gun, and I'm going to shoot Brandon.
Cast gun.
And because of one of the effects of the Bless spell, I was going to say I was going to use Sharpshooter, but then I already rolled and looked down at my dice, and I know that's probably going to hit even with the Bless spell. So at this point, I'm not going to use it.
You have to announce before you roll.
Yeah, that's not the right dice. Well, it's 18, 23. Get out of here, D4. I want the other D4. Hello, my precious. So it's an 18 to hit. That's a 23 to hit.
Okay, so because you
Use my-
rolled and you did not announce sharpshooter.
Yeah, no, I'm just a standard attack. I understand
Okay.
that.
So yeah, that'll hit.
D10. It's a 5 plus 4, technically 9. And now on my second attack, I'm going to use Sharpshooter. That's a 13. It's probably not going to hit, but I'm also going to roll this d4. That's a 2, 15. That's probably not going to hit, but you never know.
Nope.
That's what I thought.
All right. So how much damage did you do to him? On that
First one was a 5.
5.
So 9 technically with modifiers.
Okay. And yeah. So that is you. Okay, so the crows. So well, that guy's gonna go away because that's a nat 20. And the chieftain loses his grip on the key. Well, like the key is ripped out of his plate carrier, but now they're holding it together like this.
Hold on, I missed it.
Like both of them
Okay.
are tug of warring.
Morgrim, shoot it. Morgrim, shoot it.
Can I
I'm
take an
gonna shoot
action
it.
to shoot that?
Yeah, I want to take the action to shoot that if I can.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Technically, your trigger was when the grapple is done, and the grapple technically is not done.
So technically it is, because they're not grappled to each other anymore. It's out in the middle between them, right?
I'll
Or
be
my
nice.
or my
I'll be nice and let you do it. That is a very tiny target, though.
Guess what? Doesn't matter for me.
Oh.
Morgrim saves the day.
Okay. Roll your damage.
How many hit points does a glass tablet have?
That's gonna be an 8.
That smug look of when I asked that
8?
question.
No, that's a natural 20. You get to roll your damage die twice.
Oh.
The really
10?
smug look that time out. The really smug look that he had when I said how much health points does a glass tablet have does not bode well for what's about to happen. Luckily enough, I asked if I could also shoot it, so
Okay, so Morgrim, you do end up destroying the data pad.
Destroyed it?
Let's go!
But in doing so, you see one of those shards land in Brandon's shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and one of those shards land in the chieftain's throat.
Oh.
You know what? He was prepared to die. It was either...
This is a very dark sentiment.
It's dark, but think about it this way, right? So, in this situation, we either let Brandon get the tablet and still kill the chief, or the chief dies and he cannot get the tablet.
Which, I mean,
That's...
the chief, if at his best opportunity, is going to destroy it anyway, so you just completed the chief's mission.
Yeah,
I
if
did.
if the chief lives somehow, I think he's gonna kick Morgan in the nuts.
I mean, we technically can make that happen.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Just saying, I can save him.
So you think?
Unless Brandon is going to kill him, which Brandon was going to kill him one way or the other. So,
so NT, it is your go.
All right. In light of new circumstances, I'm going to take 2 shots at Brandon, and the first one I'm going to use sharpshooter.
Okay, go ahead.
smart.
That is a natural 20 on the die. Plus 6 minus 5 is 21. And that is a 19 on the die. So 20.
So, because grapple has most definitely been broken, what was that, 19 on the die?
It was 19 plus 6 to 25 minus 5, or no, it wasn't, so it was 25. And then announce sharpshooter for the second one. So 21 with sharpshooter and 25 without.
Okay. You should have shown me that natural 20.
Might be.
Okay, yeah, both of those land. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 5 plus 4 plus 10 is 19 on the first. And then 5 plus 4 is 9. So that'd be 28.
So 28 total?
28 total across both. Yeah. Hold on. No. I only rolled it once for the 20. That's another 5. So 33.
Okay.
And that's all my turn. All I can do.
Alright. I need to check a spell. Okay, so you see Brandon. At first, he clutches his shoulder, and then he looks at the broken data pad in his hands, and the chieftain choking on his own blood on the ground. He looks over at you, Morgrim, and you see him snarl, throw the data pad down on the ground, and he flies towards you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's about to happen right now is called skeet shooting because I have a shotgun.
Oh,
Yeah. Pissed him off.
What is... $60 Oh, so he can get there like immediately. Damn near.
Awesome, I'm about to die. Oh, shit. I'm so fucked.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? It could not be worse.
So he's right there. Let's see the whole 120. So he flies right here.
oh,
Jesus.
fucking high, mister. Prepare for the walloping of your fucking life.
Ooh, you were him or Ket? Because
He's flying past Ket. Most definitely flying past Ket. As a matter of
That's
fact,
okay.
he's like on a straight course to Morgrim.
But that's where he stops for his turn.
Yeah, he has nothing else I don't think he can do.
Okay.
Yeah, because that requires some action. All right. Yeah. So next is Morgrim. Because you used your held action.
And he is right there. I'm going to guiding bolt him.
Do it to it.
Just want to make sure. All right. Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a spell attack, yes?
That is a spell attack.
Shield.
Right.
Well, Brandon just insulted your mother right in front of you. He said no you, and get wrecked.
Oh no, that would require a reaction, and you already used it. Okay. Next is Ket.
Yeah. So I'm singing your song here, Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Time to do some sketchy shit.
Doodah, doodah.
So I'm gonna pull my quarterstaff off of my back.
Keep in mind, he
And
is in the air. He is flying.
That's fine.
Okay.
That is perfectly fine. I'm gonna cast Shillelagh. It's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Which lets me use my spellcasting ability modifier for my attack and damage rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And the weapon's damage becomes a D8. I think it's already a D. No, it's a D6. It would make it a D8. Becomes magical. And then I'm going to cast Catapult on it.
You are you using any of your spellcaster points to do that with?
No. Shillelagh's a bonus action. Catapult's an action.
Ah, yeah, because it's cantrip. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to do that. You need a deck save for me.
I believe, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna pass.
That's okay. He still takes half damage.
All right.
Doesn't he? Wait, does he? Hang on. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. Okay, yeah, no, it just says if it would strike the target, they make a dex save. On a failed save, strikes them and stops moving.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say, no, that's it. But wherever it does hit, takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Well, you just yeeted it into the abyss of the night sky, so.
Something told me to tie my rope to it before I did that. Like, that was
Wait,
legit a thought, but it
what'd
would
you just
have
launch at
taken
that
too
guy?
long.
What
My
was that?
quarterstaff.
You're not getting that back, homie. He's gonna use that as a toothpick.
Speaking of homies over here, you are up next there, Marty McGee Robbins.
Okie dokie. We're gonna do some quick maths. How far is it from me to him? 30 feet. Let me check my stupid.
He is neoing over to Morgan. You guys,
Well, I forgot what the ranges are on my shotgun. I forget. For some reason, I don't have that written down because
like Neo with the cars flying behind him as he's breaking the sound barrier. That kind of stuff's happening right now.
I'm just gonna move to right here and cast shotgun.
All right.
So I'm not even
Teach
use
you the
sharpshooter
power
on
of
this.
love. And the shotgun I found.
I have 2 attacks.
You're gonna sharpshooter both of them?
No, I said I'm not going to use sharpshooter. This is a shotgun. How would you sharpshooter a shotgun? Just as the pellets leave the end of the barrel, you're just going to go, and they all just like condense into a slug and just your mama. So I'm going to add a superiority die to this because it may or may not have been a nat 1, so that doesn't make it a nat 1. It makes it a nuts.
What
I
are you
hate nat
trying
4s.
to
You can't
do
read it.
whenever you're using
It's a
your
4.
superiority die?
Well, I'm trying to not hurt myself.
No, what are you trying to do in your superiority die? What maneuver are you using?
No, I'm not using a superiority die. I'm using the blessed thing.
Oh, the blessed thing. Okay.
Yeah, because I rolled
Well,
a nat
that's-
1 and was like, that can't happen. I don't want to hurt myself. So I completely fail both shots, just straight over his head.
Instead of shouldering the shotgun, you movie star it, and that's what you messed up.
Yeah, exactly. Sure,
Yeah, there you go.
that's how it works. Morgrim, good luck. My chance to say you did fail.
Oh, I'm
completely. Yeah, you're
I'm
toast.
not even concerned about the other NPCs right now. I want to see what you guys do. So let's go to Inti.
Majestically fail. That's what's happening.
Inti, what's happening?
Yes.
You're muted. Inti.
Into you're muted.
Inti knows he is muted, and he is trying to look for that one. I'm looking for a spell to see something. 60 foot. Here, enter. Okay, no. Okay, yeah, no. Inti's just also going to cast gun.
Are you gonna use sharpshooter?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use it on both of them this time.
Living life dangerously, I see.
Hey, it's either gonna work or it ain't.
Either it works or it's not our problem anymore.
All right, first one, 17 on the die.
Morgrim's problem instead.
18.
What was that? Bran?
18 total after sharpshooter.
That will not hit.
Okay. Ooh. And yeah, no, that's not gonna hit at all. That was a 8
8?
after everything.
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna hit. All right. Well, big bad butthead over here is going to go right on top of Morgrim. And what kind of thing can I use? What should I use?
Would Ket have got an opportunity attack?
No, because he was up in the air.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
The next character I roll up will have the ability to wield a weapon with reach.
Could have used a gun. You perma reach.
Reach. Jesus.
Yeah, but I can't cast Shillelagh on a gun.
Not with that
I'm just
attitude.
sitting here thinking about how an 18 doesn't hit.
Shield. He cast shield on his reaction whenever Morgrim.
What's his AC, like 30?
No, his AC is to be determined. You guys haven't hit it yet.
I think it's 20.
No,
You have to roll a
it's
nat
more than
20 to just hit him.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Thunder Wave
Oh shit.
at
Bye,
second
Morgrim.
level.
Well,
Bye, Morgan.
yeah, Morgrim's definitely fucking dead.
Give me a
Splattered.
con save.
You guys seen Final Destination where the guy gets hit by the fire truck? Like they're just walking across the street and this dude just gets plowed. That's Morgan. I haven't even seen that movie. I've just seen the trailer. That's all I remember from the trailer.
Yeah, where's
That's
that?
something about an escalator. You rolled a nat 1, didn't you?
I did.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
So he claps his hands together, creating a deafening boom.
I just want to point out to you guys that if this hits right, I'm dead.
It's only
Like all of your
3d8.
hit points, you're just toasted.
Double my hit points. Like I'm already at less than half health.
No, because I thought it was double. I thought it was your max hit points in one shot.
It has to be max hit points, so you have to take enough damage to where you will go negative your max hit points in order to be insta-killed.
Oh, negative your max? I thought it was all of your hit points in one. The total of all of your hit points in one shot.
No, that would just
it's easy
make
to
you.
stay alive in fifth edition.
Unless you're
3.5
squishy.
is different.
Yeah, now unless you're squishy. If you're squishy, you're fucked.
How squishy are you, Morgan?
My
Like
AC is
Pillsbury-
13.
Yeah. Oh, not even Pillsbury Doughboy. We're talking that one thing from Ghostbusters.
21 points of damage. Are you still up?
No. No, I'm not. I'm at negative 18.
That ain't your max.
Fucking close.
So you're reset back to 0 and you are unconscious.
Morgan's gonna wake up like, somebody get the number on that bus.
I ain't worried about it. I did my job. He can't get the key.
And it's at
Yeah,
that
the number on that
point-
bus was a 7.5 millimeter buckshot that I missed both times.
And at that point, he's just going to look at all of you. The rest of you, with Morgan just kind of asleep on the ground. And he says, "You all have thwarted my plans for the last time.
But they're thwarted.
They're thwarted, so it doesn't matter.
I'd like to see you make it out if you're alive. And if you do, go ahead and go to Byway of Groves." And it's at that point he just raises straight up, going into the night sky.
Can I proceed to skeet shoot? And just come back here. I
Give me
can
my death
not.
saves.
I'm just gonna holler after him. Even if you do manage to kill us, there'll be 4 more people just like us that'll follow in our footsteps.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This ain't going well for you, Morgan.
I mean, it ain't hurting my feelings. Like I said, I've already drawn up a secondary character. I'm
It's-
more than prepared.
It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad.
So at this point, Marty's just kind of looking around. He still hears the gunshots going off. He's going to pull out his Bible, look at Morgan, and be like, will this work a second time? Nah. I'm going to put it away,
Raises
grab my
the
last.
Bible to smack him.
Is this going to work a second time?
Does just enough damage to completely kill me. Come back and haunt his dreams.
You son of a bitch.
I'm going to pull out the Bible and my last health potion and just be like, you probably should go with this one.
You're gonna drown him in a health potion.
Yeah,
I don't want it. I don't want it. Give up.
Drink it, we got to go.
I'm tired.
Anthony was about to run over and cast Cure Wounds on him, so
Let me die in
Okay,
peace, you bastards.
So who's bringing Morgan back?
I guess NT, because that's my last health potion.
Okay, so
Let me
NT,
die in peace, you bastards.
NT, tell him how much healing he receives.
okay, you have to give me a sec to get back in my book right quick and see how much I roll.
If you're casting at first level, it's 1d8 plus spell modifier.
Spell modifier, okay. 1d8 spell modifier. Three plus.
It's gonna be so hilarious when Morgan comes up, sees everyone still alive. Did we kill him?
Not yet, big guy. Not yet. Next time, buddy. Next time.
How much healing did he receive there, Intentalo?
Give him a second. Math is not his strong suit.
Actually, it is, and y'all just spoke over me, sir. 6 for the third time.
6. 6
I'm gonna
points
sit
of
bolt
health.
straight up, look at all of them, and be like, "Why won't you let me die?
If I'm done here, so are you. Get your ass up.
I'm tired. I'm done."
You'll get over it. Get your ass up.
Do you mind? I'm fucking dying here.
But yes, you guys look up and the night sky, he has just kind of gone poof. But with that being said, there is another explosion over by the gate. The inner gate has
Let's
been
get out of here. Everybody to the land ships.
So the first thing I'm doing is I'm
The chieftain.
going.
The chieftain.
Okay, y'all go check on the chieftain. I'm going to find my quarterstaff. It only flew 90 feet and then instantly sunk to the ground.
That's 3 dashes for you, my dude.
Yeah, but
That's
are we
6
not
round
out of
trip.
initiative?
What? He froze.
Are we not? Are we still in initiative?
not technically. Not unless you guys want to go engage the people that are over by the chieftain, which they appear to be retreating back.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on the chieftain.
Yeah, they end up running back. A couple of them they get shot in the back by the chieftain's guards, and they're trying to stop the bleeding, but they're obviously panicked that their chieftain is dying, and so.
2nd level Cure Wounds on the chieftain.
Okay. So yeah, the inner group, some type of signal is sent, and you just see them all running out, climbing up the wall like spiders, and then going over the side.
Hey, I know that spell.
So the mortar pit is clear. There's obviously bodies everywhere, both friend and foe. The chieftain, how are you healing him? Are you just pulling the glass out and then giving him that sweet, sweet holy magic of Jesus?
Pretty much.
So yes, you heal his wound, and he looks to see that the gate is breached, and that his men are dying left and right. And he just says, "Well, Fort Scott's lost.
Let's get out of here."
Blow the land ships in place." He tells this to his guards. "Blow the land ships in place. Grab whatever motorcycles we can. We're getting out of here."
Vroom, vroom.
And it's at that point that you guys hop on motorcycles along with the chieftain. And I mean that the fortress is lost fairly quickly since it's breached. People just end up pouring in, shit's on fire. It's a to-do. The enemy is obviously having their fun. But the chieftain shows you a kind of a small little tunnel that was hidden inside of a building with barn doors on it. So the barn doors are ripped open, and a bit of the wall is broken to where it's just enough for motorcycles to travel through. And you guys travel down and down and down to a point where it levels out. You feel like you're riding forever. Pretty much all throughout the night, it seems. Because
I bet that
you...
shit's loud as fuck too.
Yes. To a point where you ascend into daylight.
Shit.
You look off behind you, and the smoke plume from the fortress being burnt can be seen for miles.
It's a lot of smoke.
And that's where we're going to leave
Yeah,
it.
somebody cooking marshmallows.
Yeah, you want to know what this just gave me?
Hmm.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you don't stick around for us in our little after session review, but if you do, you know what time it is. It's time to roll this little die and see who's going to start us off. And that is Brandon.
Well, I really enjoyed everybody shooting at me and finally flying off in the end.
So
But
what
no,
did you think of this session?
it was a good session. That's had I had a good bit of fun with the combat part and had plenty of confusion starting off because I couldn't even remember where we did start or where we ended last session.
Yeah, real life is a bitch.
Hmm?
I said real life is a bitch. We haven't played in a couple weeks.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? But no, it was a good session. Got off a lot more lucky shots than I thought I would.
Yes,
So
there were a lot of good rolls tonight.
Not where they were needed.
Actually, one of them in particular was exactly where it needed. Which, by the way, Austin, for that, I shall give you a cookie. For destroying the data pad and almost killing the chief. He's not listening. Austin!
Austin.
He chose to not sit through the after session review either.
No, I did.
You have a cookie for nat 20ing the data pad and almost
Yeah,
killing
that was fucking lucky. I'm surprised that's not to say I won't be in the next session, but I'm surprised I haven't been arrested yet. Nearly killing a chieftain.
But to continue on with Inti, what is going on through Inti's mind right now?
He's really pissed that Brandon got away.
Obviously.
First and foremost, but he's really not liking this whole riding away with the smoke behind him. So he's kind of pissed. He's got some shit to think about. He's going to be trying to come to the next fight plenty more souped up than he is. And he's going to be looking for a fight.
All right. We're going to move on to Austin.
Well, I think it was good. I got to do a little bit of role playing.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, there really isn't a flip side. I almost died, so I was hoping that, but I was like, come on. But no, overall it was a good session. It's been a while since we've been in an all out battle scene, so it was different.
Okay. Now I know you have been in my all out battle scenes before. Was this better?
To an extent, yeah. I mean, I think we all probably could have done a little bit more in the preparation, like as the battle was getting underway. I mean, there was no way that we were going to be able to 100% defend the fortress, but I feel like we could have given it more time.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon kind of got in a lot quicker than I had expected, so there's that. But I mean, overall, I think that this was a lot better than than the first one I did with you, for sure.
Okay. And what is going on in Morgrim's mind right now?
Why won't you let me die? I just want rest.
All right. So, Ket.
Yeah, it was awesome. Great fight scene. Loved it. It was fun. It's interesting. It was stressful. Um, I as unrealistic as it is, I would have loved to have seen that go a different way. But I kind of feel like you had it planned out to have been a bit of a loss on the part of the fort as a whole. I feel like that was just part of the plan. There was nothing we could do about the fort being lost.
Well, y'all definitely hit the fucking enemy hard. You hit them harder than I thought you would.
But no, other than that, Ket is stressing the fuck out, especially after Brandon's little comment about y'all go ahead and make your way over to by way of Groves if you make it out of here. I feel like we're not gonna like what we see when we get there. And Ket's hoping that Kylie is okay. Mike knows Warren. And I know that he has been looking for a reason to kill her off anyway, because she's kind of served her purpose.
Maybe not
So,
necessarily.
well, maybe not, but
This isn't Game of Thrones.
no, but Warren has specifically joked about it a couple of times, so it's there in my mind. It holds permanent residence in my mind that Warren has thought about purposely killing off my love.
I am not like George R. Martin, who I firmly believe, whenever he wrote Game of Thrones, that he was just rolling a d20 the entire time, being like, "No, they don't die yet. Oh, hey, they die." I'm not like that.
Um, but I mean, Ket's hoping against hope that she's okay.
Mhm.
But he understands the reality that she very well might not be. But
Mhm.
he's holding it together. He's not letting it bother him too much, but it's there in his mind. Ket is glad that Brandon just left. Yeah, it kind of sucks that we didn't get to kill him, but in the back of his mind, he understands and accepts that we are nowhere near as powerful as we need to be able to even scratch him.
Oh no, y'all did a good bit of damage to him. I will say that. There's a reason why because I think Baker kind of shown some of my cards in my hand. You know, he's bringing the big bad evil guy up right here. You know, he's probably gonna have him do a Team Rocket thing, which he ended up doing. But there's a reason why I only hit one character and then had him zoop the fuck out, and I didn't do more to the party.
Because if he sneezed, you would have blown half the town away.
He's not that powerful, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
but yeah, I think
whenever the
that's
DM
it for
brings
me,
out the
man.
whenever the DM brings out the big bad evil guy before you're technically supposed to fight him, you're not winning. We all knew this was not gonna. We were not gonna have a good time with this. Luckily, he did not do what we thought he was going.
no, I wasn't gonna do a party wipe because that's just mean.
Yeah.
So that's it for you,
Yeah.
Baker.
I heard my name.
What chapter session review?
Yes. It was good. I liked it. It was a big fight. We started going to town. We had fun. You let us do things we don't normally get to do, like shoot machine guns. I got to do dragon's breath for some reason. Definitely a power you should not have given me, because now I'm going to want that. Spent
All you
half the
see is a
session.
thumbs up.
Spent half the session like, man, if only Warren gave in to the 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
There's a reason why I haven't.
Sad. I don't know. One of the other party members gets a fireball. You bet I'm coming for you. Give it to me. Do it.
Just wield Ket like a weapon.
You think that's not a possibility I haven't thought of? You're wrong. No, it was really good. I liked it. There were great mechanics. You let us run wild with our tactics, which I find to be awesome. You railroad us just enough to have us do things that we need to do, but if we're being super uber tactical, you let us just run with it and you just move on the fly, which I think is great.
Mhm.
Two sessions ago, we did something you did not expect us to do, which was go attack a piece of artillery and
Mhm.
get ourselves blown up. I wonder who.
Honestly, what I was trying to do at the time, whenever that happened, was I did have a mission, and that was just you guys. Okay, this is the time limit, so it's you have a time crunch. But no, you guys just went okay. So queen to this spot, checkmate, bitch, and just fucking yeeted yourself over to an artillery piece and just completely removed that. So
It's just off the board.
gone.
You adapt on the fly and you don't make us do things we don't want to do, or
Mhm.
things that we didn't even think of, because we could have thought of doing the mission that you had planned and just ignored the artillery piece, and then would have had to deal with that later. But instead, you were just like, okay, we'll adjust future sessions
Mhm.
because we still want this to be engaging and fun, and I can't plan a whole engagement 2 sessions beforehand and then not expect them to do something stupid. What I think is where a lot of DMs get caught up. It's like, well, now there goes that plan.
Yeah. And that is for people if this channel does indeed blow up and people do listen to our our sessions and stuff, that is something that I would urge game masters to do is be able to work on the fly, because another reason why I let the whole artillery piece thing slide is honestly that sounds like a better adventure. Rely build that repertoire with your players. Yes, if you're doing a story that has, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, there's going to be a little bit of railroading in, because that's just how epic stories go. But if your players are like, ooh, this sounds fun, okay, fuck it, let's incorporate it in, and then go on the fly. That was honestly one of the funnest sessions I ever ran, and it wasn't even my fucking mission; it was all theirs. They did everything.
So that particular one and the when to go one, for sheer comedic value, for sheer enjoyment, are
Mm-hmm.
two of my favorites. And I can't speak for everybody else, but those ones were amazing. I loved them both. For after session review,
What's going on in
I don't.
Marty's mind?
Oh, what's going on in Marty's mind? He's worried about home right now because he lost his to a plague and ended up being on his own for several months before the Braves picked him up and essentially became like a foundling with the Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave him a second family, and now he's potentially looking over at Inti, not wanting him to go through the same thing with his parents that Marty went through with his, because Marty lost both of his, gained another set. So now, for one, he's gonna have to go through all of that again if they are dead, and he's gonna have to watch Inti go through it too. Because Marty's built up a thick skin when it comes to loss because he's seen so much of it. Inti may not have, because he was young when his village was destroyed.
Mm-hmm. And even then, he still had his parents.
Exactly.
Like,
man, I lost my friends, but I have my family. Now I have nobody.
Yeah. So now, as far as like the structure of our story that we have created, and also in the setting and everything that we have created as well, am I keeping faith to the story?
Oh yeah, and I think one thing we should probably do for you and I is do a campaign build video.
Mm-hmm.
Like after the session's done, you and I will go through the notes and mapping for just the United States, and just be like, okay, so if you want to do this campaign, here's what we did. Here's how we set this up so that there is flexibility in the story,
Mm-hmm.
and here's how we set up the world itself,
Mm-hmm.
in just the United States.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
yeah, I'd like to do that, but I don't want to prematurely do that because we would have to reveal our notes. I
no,
would
I'm saying like way after the session's done. Like
like
once the session is
after
done.
this part of the campaign is done, like the this current storyline, I guess we could say, is done.
Yeah, once the campaign is done. I keep saying session, but I meant campaign.
Mhm.
Once the campaign is done, yeah, reveal
So-
notes, like say, hey, this is how we did it. It can even be a 4-part session where we even do like the first part, like, hey, this is how we did it. Second part, hey, this is how we did it.
Okay.
What you could do is you could continuously record little sessions of the two of you talking about it and planning and stuff, and just keep those recordings until that time. That way, you're not just sitting there talking about how you planned it. You're actually showing recordings and clips and things of y'all actually planning it.
Okay.
Mhm. Well, half of our sessions are done in a certain way where I give Warren some ideas. Like I knew something was of the kind was going to happen. You may have heard me say early that we should sandbag the back of the door to prevent the explosion.
Yeah,
And
I
not only
caught
was
that,
that,
and I left that alone
and
because I didn't want to bring attention
I
to it.
I felt bad. However, I was also in the mind frame of they've used explosions before to breach things, and so they're probably going to do that again. And I totally forgot until I said it that I was like, "Ah, man, dang nabbit! Now I feel like an idiot."
Dumb bitch,
So that was
dumb.
yeah, that was a complete meta game on my fault that I kind of feel bad about. And that's like the first and only one I've ever done.
But no one caught it until now, so it's all good.
Oh, campaign's okay.
So as for me, yes, there it was a little hectic also on my end because where yes you do want to let your players do interact with the world how they see fit. Sometimes you need to reel it in, which is why after shots started being fired and people were like, oh hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and there was a big um, everyone wanted to put in their 2 cents on what to do, especially the two, the vet and the current serving one. Um,
I'm the vet.
so am I. You do need to rein that in a little bit. Where's your
We
GD214, Austin? Anyway.
I understand we need to bring that in maybe a little bit.
No, but
But
the thing is it falls upon the game master to rein it in. It's like, okay, hold on a second. We need to push us a little bit because I was watching the time we actually started running a little bit past time, hence why the whole escape thing. I just kind of
and that you
push
did a
that and then
perfect job with that because it
yeah,
was like, well, this is over, so we're done.
yeah,
And then it was like, all right, but up, done.
yeah.
We also took our break really, really late, like an hour late, and it was like, oh.
I mean, typically Austin is the one that dictates breaks because he'll send me a text being like, "Hey, can we like take a break in like the next 15 minutes?" And then I look at it as like, "Yeah, we need to take a break within the next 15 minutes."
He's pretty good on that like 2 hour mark where it's like, hey, break time in about 2 hours.
That's the thing too is like this was a heavy combat session, and it got to a point where we were so into the combat that then we look at the time and we're like, oh wow, we're like an hour over our break. Yeah, let's take a little bit of a break, plan this little showdown thing, and then come back at it. Which is awesome. But for like future game masters who may be watching this and they want to relieve the forever DM that they are always playing with of the whole being at the head of the table thing. Yeah, have fun with it. Learn when to rein it in. Learn when to rein your players in, and then learn when to let your players go out and do stuff because sometimes you don't have a plan on uh, what you want to do for the session. So sometimes I go into a thing where I don't have a plan for the 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 players and I let them choose their own mission. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling on, so I'll just close it with you guys you guys were awesome. You did a lot more shit than I thought you were going to do, which was amazing. Um, and yeah, can't wait for next session. Hopefully, we don't have to take another 2 week hiatus because life sucks and real life gets in the way a lot of times. But yeah, does anyone have anything else? Okay, so I've already given a cookie to Austin. I'm going to give a cookie to NT, for kind of starting off the fight, but realizing a threat and trying to execute said threat, even though it kind of backfired a little bit. So there's a cookie for you. For Ket, where can I give you a cookie? What did you do that was super duper awesome? Oh, whenever you just kind of burning hands people in the face on the wall, that was pretty cool. I'll give you a cookie for that. And I'll give Baker a cookie for just ripping a machine gun out of some random dude's hand and be like, I'll give this back later. Just host
Hey,
people.
man.
We had bigger concerns than the fact that that man was having fun on a machine gun.
I do want to point out that the final score was 4-1.
Oh no,
It
Baker
was
killed
definitely
a lot more.
not.
Baker killed
It
a
was
lot more
definitely
than
not.
one.
I killed 3 with 1 grenade.
You killed 2 with
I
1
think it was
grenade and then
like
shot
6.
another one, so that was 3 in 1 turn.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
think I
must
killed
not have
like
heard
6.
that.
But anyway, another thing as well, we get level ups. We get level ups.
Well, we're doing that right now, I guess.
Yep.
So with that, yeah, that's all the admin stuff that we got to do on our end. And if you've stuck around with us that long, I know we're a lot boring, not just a little bit boring, a lot boring. But we will go ahead and see you guys in the next session. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, comment, all those good things again. Just a little reminder there. And yeah, I think we will see you guys in the next episode of Broken Earth.